soon screen as well. Yeah, I'm like, I really don't want to close out of this. But yeah,
Also, Demon, your camera's off. I didn't know if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It has to be because I'm through OBS.
Right.
I don't know how
Okay.
that, like, yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, I just before we really get into it, I just saw this post on my
Well,
blue
you know
sky
what you could
feed.
do? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, this is way too funny and yet way too accurate. What you just saw was a trailer for a video game. As the trailer showed you, it has graphics to see with your eye. Like this is one of the things that has annoyed me
I
about
just
like every single direct this generation. It's just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
repeating all
Right.
the information. And it just
So,
I just realized
Dennis,
if I wouldn't have went live yet, I could have just put my camera in OBS and did monitor capture.
you can, so you can still fix that right now. So what I'm doing on my end, I have a Discord up, and I have the 4 squares, and I just use that. So that way it has the voice call.
Discord and 4 squares. What?
So okay, I'm bad at explaining things.
Oh
So
yeah, for full screen.
yep. So if you look on my stream,
Yeah, but I already have monitor capture on the OBS open with the live stream going, so it's not my, like, even if I leave the call and come back, like,
can you
my
turn on
camera's
the
not gonna show
webcam
up.
though?
No, it doesn't work.
I see. Gotcha.
It's so
Okay.
weird. It doesn't work on 2 things at the same time.
Okay, how
That's
I've
super
been able
weird.
to make it work whenever I do something like this,
Mhm.
I turn the webcam on in Discord before I end up opening all
Yep.
the apps.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but since the stream's already live, it's too late, so it's not a big deal. My camera will be a little bit different size, but I'll still have it in the corner. It don't matter.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna have to crop my stream because I forgot that we were starting. Yeah, I'm gonna probably be like multitasking. Like we can still chat. I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm still down to talk. All right, 3. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do the
You
whole.
want to go live yet?
I'm sorry. I meant to say I've already been live. I just forgot to.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, I'll just do the YouTube editor. I'll just YouTube editor it. It's fine. Okay. All right. And we Gucci OBS. All right. What's up, everyone? AquaTwist here. Welcome to the discussion. Oh, sorry.
We're good.
The discussion of all time.
Yes. So
Move my camera over.
while I'm playing Ultimate Cup ZX and Starcross World off camera, hopefully I beat it in like by the time we start this. I'm here with my good buddies Matthew Smart, Josh Nintendo Memories, good friend of the channel, and of course D-Man Gaming. You know, he doesn't have his camera on my stream, but if you go to his stream, you'll see his camera, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Very excited to talk about the direct today. Oh my god, I gotta beat Starcross World like right now because I'm gonna be on a binge. The winter arc has begun.
Why is my stream lagging? Oh, there we go. I'm good. I'm sorry. I got back from the movies and I'm thrown off a little bit. Anyways,
Not a problem.
I don't blame you.
I think we should start with
just the
Mario Galaxy the movie. What the heck, dude?
I'm mad that got leaked, but oh my god.
They did tease it a couple times in the first movie, even the credits with the music, but it was like
yeah.
We didn't think they'd do that yet. Like, it felt too soon.
Right.
Felt too soon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, it has been like by the time this comes out, it has been like 3. It will have been like 3 years since the original movie came out. So
But
that makes sense.
I thought the sequel wasn't going to be Galaxy though. It's weird.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, Mario World. It feels like this is jumping the gun.
This makes me wonder: are they? I don't know. It's crazy they're doing Mario Galaxy. It makes me wonder if they're gonna do teases every time they do a new Mario movie. Like imagine they do a 3rd movie and they're like, heck with it, let's go to Isle Delfino.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Like, it just makes me wonder what they're gonna do next. If they're doing, okay, they did Super Mario Bros. That was basically like the introduction of the characters, like it was the original Mario Brothers. Now they're doing Galaxy, so it makes me wonder: are they gonna like go? Are they going to like do Super Mario Sunshine? Are they gonna do Super Mario Odyssey? Are they just gonna like what are they? What is happening? Like, are they gonna
It's way too early, yeah.
Are they
I mean,
gonna
Yeah, I think
bring in?
they said
Are
they
they gonna do
said
something like with Wario and Waluigi? Like,
I mean,
I
they
don't know.
said Chris Maledandri, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He did say that this is gonna have references across like the entire Mario series,
Yeah.
so we
Nice.
have no idea like what direction this is really gonna go. Uh, but I'm definitely excited to see the movie because, like, I really enjoyed the Mario movie when it came out. It was a very safe movie. It
Mhm.
wasn't. It was more so very by the
Yeah.
numbers Mario stuff, but it really embraced that, which a lot of video game movies don't tend to do.
Right, right.
So I'm interested to see like now that they're doing a second one, they're gonna like uh let go of the chains a little bit and have a bit more
Can I
options
start?
with
Hello.
what they can what they
Definitely.
could do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting this movie story wise to have a much more epic
Oh,
plot
100%. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
the Galaxy games, in my opinion, for the record, Super Mario Galaxy is my favorite Mario game of all time. I've replayed
Same.
it countless times. Look at that. Look at yes, yes. Um,
Mhm.
but like everything from the music, the boss fights, the story, just everything was just on a much more epic cinematic scale, and I'm expecting, especially like with with Rosalina's gonna be in this, like I could like
100%.
see the Comet Observatory, like it's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
blasting off into space and just how that
Yeah.
all comes in. Like I expect this movie to have a much more grand scale of a plot, world, and just overall just music and just everything is just gonna be turned up to the 11th degree in this
Yeah,
film.
the thing
That's
is like,
why
mhm. Right. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's why I'm over the moon excited for this. Like the first movie I thought was amazing, but like with Galaxy I think is just in terms of plot and everything it's much more. I would say it's gonna sound like a weird term to use for a Mario game, but the plot for like, especially towards the ending of Galaxy, it's a bit more of an emotional ending, like
Yeah.
with everything, kind of, won't spoil it if you haven't played Mario Galaxy. Most of you probably have, but like I know without a doubt, like this movie's gonna make me shed tears. Like it sounds crazy and
Oh
cringe to
yeah.
say, but the Mario Galaxy is my favorite Mario game of all time, and so the fact that this is what they are using for the next film, just I'm over the moon
Okay.
excited for this one.
So here's the
Listen,
go ahead.
listen. You may be cringe, but you're free, and that's what counts.
That is true. I
That's
will say, so didn't I thought the title was Mario World. I thought that got leaked like months ago, no? Like
Yeah, that's why I was thinking it was going to be too, because obviously, uh,
Mm.
I guess spoilers for the post credits of the movie, but it doesn't really matter that much. They tease Yoshi at the end
yeah.
of the first movie, so I'm
Mhm.
surprised like they're just going from like 1 to 100
Right.
with this.
yeah.
There's a big win for
Yeah, I think with Yoshi, I still think yeah, definitely Yoshi's gonna be in this film. But because Yoshi is and he was the tease at the end of the first Mario movie, I think that even though this is titled Super Mario Galaxy the movie, I think it's going to pull a whole lot more from Galaxy 2 rather than Galaxy 1 because
Yeah,
Yoshi
makes
is in
sense.
Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Right.
And so and it could take bits and pieces from both worlds, which I think would be amazing. But I think it's gonna be pulling a bit more from the second film, from the second game.
Yeah. I
My
mean,
mo-
oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I think like now is the perfect time to bring back Galaxy 2. And like that makes sense because I was like, wait, why is it Galaxy if Yoshi was in the end credits of the first movie? It's like, okay, that makes
Mm.
sense. Um, I am curious, like, where can they go next? Because I know, like, D-Man said a lot of like suggestions and possible things and everything, but it's also like Galaxy as of now is like the craziest Mario's ever been. Like obviously we got Odyssey and
Yeah.
like 3D World and Bowser's Fury, but like in terms of scope and scale, like how can you get past space other than like time travel or multiverse crap like Spider-Verse or whatever? You
the
really
answer
can't.
is simple. The third movie, Mario's Time Machine.
You know, that would be cool. I'd be down with that.
I
Maybe.
mean,
Real talk,
I
real
can't say
talk.
they can go bigger, but they're gonna do a Donkey Kong movie too, to my knowledge, and
Yeah.
DK
Yes.
isn't confirmed for this movie as
Yeah,
well.
that's another thing too. They confirmed
Um,
like all the main cast from the first movie aside from Donkey Kong. So
Yeah, that
it
was
makes me
weird.
they're probably
wonder
not in
if
it.
that makes me
Nope.
wonder like if he's not gonna be uh if he's not gonna be in the movie at all, or if Donkey Kong is, they got a different person than Seth Rogen. I doubt they replaced him, but
Mario's just
No.
gonna go to another galaxy and he's gonna meet Star Fox. I'm kidding. I'm
Chris,
kidding.
what's up?
Don't make that come true. I'm kidding.
Mario
all
Land with Wario.
No, it'd be amazing.
Oh, Chris. So Chris is asking, do you think they could do Mario Land 2 with Wario as the villain? Oh, yes. I
There's
think
some
that
good
that's in
stuff
the
they could
cards.
do after Galaxy. I mean,
100%.
they
I
could
also
mix stuff
think
together. I mean, there's a lot like I said, they could totally just make Mario Sunshine a movie but change the plot. I mean,
Mm,
Mario never really has much of a plot. That's the thing. Like people don't understand like the first movie their complaints are like, "Dude, this is Mario. You don't need a major plot in Mario like
right.
for it to be fantastic."
By the way,
I
if
think
anyone. Oh, go ahead.
Hmm?
I was gonna say if they wanted to, they could also pull from some of the things from the Mario RPG games,
Yeah, please. Yes. Oh,
like
love that.
I
they.
I I, I doubt I
Paper
doubt that's
Mario,
gonna
bro.
be the case. Uh, it would
Not
be
in this
neat,
one.
but like that's a pie in the sky prediction.
Yeah.
Not in this one,
I,
but can you imagine seeing like Paper Mario in live action? Like that'd be
Oh,
wild.
that would. Oh
Like
no.
I don't mean right away, but like let's say Mario like they mix you know what? I don't think they wouldn't do Paper Mario as like a movie, but imagine like there's points where like he goes through a portal and then suddenly he's paper, just like references, you know. Like
I could
Yeah.
see
those
that.
subtle references that would be fun cuz Paper Mario as a movie just doesn't I don't think it would look that
Yeah.
good,
Well,
Well,
but
they could
with
all,
the
but
style
they
of it.
well they've technically combined worlds before, with Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. So that, I mean,
yeah.
they could. So they could do something like that where like Mario meets his paper self and
I love
like,
that.
I don't know. It would be weird, it would be different, but I think it would be really cool because I will say this in terms of plot, in terms of like, epic scale stories, the Mario RPG games, like the Mario and Luigi games in particular,
Oh,
have
yeah.
some really great storytelling.
Even
Like I would love
Brothership.
it. They're not going to do this, but I would love for them to pull from the lore of Bowser's Inside Story because
Yes.
the lore from that
So
game,
good.
it talks about the dark history of the Mushroom Kingdom, that there was a dark power star underneath, that, it plagued the entire world when it was set free at one point. If they were to pull from lore of that and it would cause like, because Jack Black's coming back as Bowser, like you could start out with Jack Black being the villain again, Bowser being the villain again, and then this dark star comes back and like it causes them to have to, we're thinking way too far off into the future now, but like it would be so cool if
Mario
they would
movie
pull
7.
from that.
Bowser's going to sing about Rosalina next.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
If you want my pipe dream, I would say a movie about just the original Super Mario RPG. Bring in Gino and Mallow. Have
Yeah.
Peach and Bowser like working together, because that's like probably my favorite of the Mario RPGs.
I think
And,
that would be a
yeah.
really good third movie, honestly.
Yeah.
After Galaxy would be like a Mario RPG, but they wouldn't call it RPG. I'd have no idea what they would call it.
Just
But-
like the Legend of the Seven Stars or something.
Ooh, because that was the subtitle for Mario RPG.
And they removed
So, like,
it from
yeah.
the remake for some reason. Like, why?
I don't get it either. It has to be called something different, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
it's
But-
but yeah, the Mario movie, we could talk like hours and hours about that. But like go like
Yeah,
the-
like,
and
like
it-
that
it-
could be a,
and it
that
was
could be
just-
a full stream in and of itself.
yeah,
honestly.
exactly.
And the
But-
fact,
yeah, I
and the fact that-
remember after I seen the first movie talking about it, it was like a good while of talking. Because
Yeah.
Mario movie. I mean,
And the fact that it was this teaser was only like 45 seconds
It
long,
was pretty good.
and it was
Yeah.
great. So just imagine how epic and how crazy the real trailer is going to be. Like that is what I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait when we see Rosalina for the first time, when we
I'm
see
gonna
the
cry
Comet
my eyes out.
Observatory.
Yep.
Oh, and then you have that classic Mario Galaxy score playing through. I
Yeah.
see it. I can
Yeah.
see it already. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big.
yeah.
It's
All
gonna be
I'm
awesome.
All I'm gonna say, I'm gonna I'm gonna be the one brave enough to say it. I'm not saying I want it or anyone wants it. Yoshi, voiced by James Corden.
Who?
I don't know who that is.
One of the most, yeah, very infamous talk show host who voiced, in so many kids movies, and is always one of like the worst voices in like every single one
Oh
of them.
God, no, I'm good.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think I know Kit and Chris has said like Vin Diesel before, but but I will say like I thought the Mario Matthew Smart and James and I were like, okay, the Mario movies and all that stuff's probably gonna be like in the middle towards the end of the direct. They started with this. I'm like,
Started with it.
that was nuts. I did
Yeah.
not expect that. It was kind of cool.
I mean,
Did anyone get like a little worried, like, because I was at work watching it, and I'm like,
No.
please don't make me freak out. No, like freak out because I was like, don't show me Mario Galaxy 3.
So I kind of thought about it.
I was
And,
worried.
like,
I was
imagine
getting a little like
Yeah.
concerned. I'm like,
If
is
they-
this where they're going?
crazy prediction. I think the next 3D Mario is Galaxy 3. I
Oh, me
really
too.
do.
You know
And I
what?
think-
Yep.
I think,
didn't think that. Now I
and I
do.
It makes sense.
but I think it's the holiday game for next year. And the reason why they didn't show it in
Yeah.
this and the reason
Yep.
why they didn't show it in this direct is because
It's not-
again, you could see it all throughout the direct. They were
Actually,
focused
yeah.
on everything launching from now until spring. They didn't show
and it's
anything
also
beyond spring.
it also makes sense business wise because Mario
Yes.
Galaxy the movie, that's gonna be $1 billion movie for one,
Yeah.
like the
And-
first movie, and
and one
then
and
you
two-
and then you reveal the third game, and
Yeah.
then you'll make even more sales. You'll have both the first and second one on Switch 1 and 2, and then a third game coming. I mean, after the
And third-
movie
and-
hype, I mean,
And mark my
come on.
words. Mark
Come
my
on.
words now. You release 1 and 2 now on everything.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Jen,
and-
don't
and-
you
and-
dare call me out and tell me
and
that
then
because I
and
said,
then-
listen, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and then Galaxy 3 releases exclusively for Switch 2.
100%.
That's what
that
they're
makes a
gonna
lot
do.
of
Oh,
sense. So
Listen,
here-
I said that we were not getting a Galaxy 3. Then they go and pull this crap in a direct back to back to back. And I'm like,
So
I almost was
Galaxy had
thinking that. And then I'm like, okay. I think they're going to
It
do
took
Galaxy
up-
3, though.
It took up a Galaxy took up a huge chunk.
20
of-
minutes for the Mario stuff alone. 20 minutes and no
Yeah.
Mario
I
Kart
kn-
World DLC. What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
ironic.
yeah,
but
I
I'm
guess
That's another thing.
definitely,
I saw a really funny tweet after this direct aired, and I'm like, and it just makes sense. I'm like, so we had a 20-minute Mario segment in the direct, and Mario Kart World was nowhere to be seen. Does Nintendo just forget that this game exists now?
We're going to find out come
Nintendo-
February, I guess.
Nintendo has forgotten about Mario
I
Kart
think-
World.
I think they just
Uh,
want the game to have more sales for the base game right now for the holiday season coming
Yeah.
up.
That's fair.
Because not everyone owns a Switch 2 yet. A lot of people will get it for Christmas with Mario Kart, and they're not going to reveal like the roadmap for the game or anything. I don't think till
So,
February,
that
which
makes sense.
They got all this other Mario crap
Way
that
too
they
much
showed.
going on.
It is actually insane that at this point, where are we going to have time to play more Mario Kart anyway with all this other Mario stuff coming? Then
Yeah.
it's just like,
So-
and these other games coming, that it's just like, I don't mind waiting. Like, yeah, I won't play much Mario Kart, but I mean, I don't mind waiting for Mario Kart DLC and a roadmap until next year. I'm okay with waiting till the February direct.
So I think like
At the end of the day, Kirby Air Riders is going to be better anyway.
As of right now, I agree. Yeah.
we'll talk about that later. So two things. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are mostly ports.
Mhm.
I mean that was like cool. Like I'm like, oh cool. Like I thought it was gonna be an All Stars re-release or remaster, but here Nintendo did a Nintendo. Galaxy
Yeah.
1 and 2, $40 each. $40 each for ports. How much was Pikmin 1
about-
and 2 again? 1 and 2?
I believe those were 30 apiece.
How much is it for both together?
70.
50.
70. I think it's 70.
For
for
Mario
together.
Galaxy,
1 and 2.
sorry.
But they're not
Yeah.
selling Galaxy 2 separate, like physically, so I'm gonna have
No.
to. I want it
No,
physical.
Yeah, it's
So-
That would make sense.
it's a huge double-edged sword because like both Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are like in my top 10 favorite games of all time, and even I looked at the announcement and I was just sort of rolling my eyes a little bit.
I'll
because,
buy it.
like,
I don't care.
Now
much as
I
I
will
hate
say,
it, but
Can
I
you
will
take a
say this.
boom shell?
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you got 30 All Stars back in the 35th anniversary, like I'm only getting Galaxy 2 because I have 30 All Stars, you know.
Mhm.
But I will say this:
Yeah.
I'm not really quite mad at the $40 price tag for Galaxy 2 because Galaxy 2 is a much bigger game than the
Oh,
first
yeah.
game. It is massive. I remember the first time playing through Galaxy 2 as a kid, and I finished the base game. And I was like, okay, it's great, it's good. I had no idea. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't played this far. I had no idea that the Green Star quest existed.
I know.
I had no idea. My cousin called me 3 months later after I had finished the game, and he's like, "Josh, are you aware that there's a whole separate quest line of 120 plus more stars?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, go get every comet medal and get every other star, and you'll see what I
So,
mean." And I
I
did
don't-
that,
I
and I
don't
was
wanna-
like, "No
Mhm.
way."
Right. Yeah, but no, it's like it is still weird, but like at the same time, I'm happy that they're doing amiibo and stuff. I think it's just like, hey, the movie's coming out. Let's do stuff to push for the movie. So we're getting this amiibo, which strangely
Yeah.
is April 2nd. I think that's because that's close to when the movie comes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
They look insane though. Like Mario's on a planet,
Yeah.
and we got Rosalina in her chair. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they're very
Too bad they're
cool.
$40 a piece.
40, not 30. Oh no.
Yeah.
So
good.
I know we're gonna talk more about this.
he's just
Oh.
gone.
He's gone.
What?
What's he
Yeah.
getting?
Sorry,
What's he getting?
I'm trying to get my lighting set up. Oh yeah, this looks probably.
I
better,
thought you just
think.
rage quit.
No. I'm gonna have to get a better lighting set up. But anyway.
Yeah, it's like
Also-
here's the problem that I really have with the price of it, because Mario Galaxy 1 are timeless games. They have a lot of content in there
Yep.
that I think you can justify them being $70. The problem is when you see so many of these other companies doing from the ground up remakes of their
Yeah.
games, doing so much stuff
7.
to them, and they're selling them for cheaper. That's where I
Yeah.
take the issue.
Right.
You're paying more for much less effort.
So this reminds me of more or less Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which was like $60. I
Yeah.
think it had no content. At least Donkey Kong Returns HD. Say what you want about that, but at least it had the 3DS levels and the button controls in one package. $60.
Yeah.
That was great. I actually love that.
Well, the button controls were also in the 3DS version.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, you have the button controls and the extra content plus the HD graphics of the Wii version. Anyway, the point, not to spend too long on it, but the TLDRs is this was my childhood. Both games too, I loved more as a kid. So seeing this again was a dream come true. I just think I'm a little surprised that they didn't really whatchamacallit, I put this on 3D All Stars to begin with, and I it feels kind of weird. But no, I'm definitely getting this next month.
At the very
and
least, there's no sign that this is going to be a limited release.
Thank
Right.
God.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
God.
And I look back at this. I'm not sure if they had planned, because of course I'm sure Nintendo plans a lot of stuff years in advance, but it very well could be that the reason why they didn't do Galaxy 2 at the time is because they knew that maybe down the road they were planning to do a Super Mario Galaxy movie, and that Yoshi might play a big role in that, and
okay.
that's probably why they held Galaxy 2. Not to quickly change the subject, but I wanted to kind of talk about real quick just how Nintendo, starting on September 25th with the release of Hades 2, all the way to the end of the year, they have set the Switch 2 up to absolutely
Game.
this
Every month.
kill this holiday season.
Every
Oh,
month.
hell yeah.
Watch this. You ready?
Back-to-back games
You
are
ready?
insane.
You ready
Do
for
it.
this? September 25th, Hades 2 releases. The following week, October 2nd, Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 release. 2 weeks later is Pokemon Legends ZA. 2 weeks after that is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. 2 weeks after that is Kirby Air Riders. And then 2 weeks after that is Metroid
Holy
Prime 4
smokes,
Beyond.
bro. Every
S
single
tier.
paycheck, bro. Every paycheck
I
I
mean-
buy a game.
I mean,
Yep.
it's literally 2 weeks. I'm like, Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And third party. So
I'm-
like,
Wow.
like I kind of want to. Does anyone have the outline real quick of the direct pulled up? We don't have to talk about every game shown, but like,
I
can
literally
pull-
have the direct itself pulled
Okay,
up on my
cool.
computer.
Rollerbladers
Awesome.
Network.
let me read the chat on my end real quick. So Mortal Kombat Collection release date, which got leaked, as Chris
Yep.
pointed out, that got confirmed. Real
I'm
quick,
glad, yeah.
October 30th, October 12th. Sorry, October 30th
Digital.
for digital, December 12th physically. As a massive fan of Digital Eclipse's work, I just played Tetris Forever. Love that game.
I don't. There'll probably be a key card physical anyways.
No, that's on.
So-
That's full on cartridge.
That's not.
Nope.
Oh, I might
That's
have
the
to wait
big
for
thing.
physical then.
No, that's the thing. Like Digital Clips, I interviewed them
Well,
at not interviewed, but I talked to one of the guys at PAX, and they're like, "Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you know, it's our mission. Like every re-release of Atari 50, we've had to make a new cartridge because like they don't want
Yep.
updates. They want to have it as complete as they can.
Yeah.
I forget if this is part of the Goldmaster series or not, but like that collection is going to be more than just play these old games. But it's going to be about like learning about the series, and for new generations who like don't know what Mortal Kombat is, or like who want to get into gaming history.
Yep.
This is what I wish I had as a kid.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, you probably couldn't play Mortal Kombat as a kid because of how
No, I
violent
did.
it was.
I did. I had a W
Oh
dad.
wow!
I did too.
W
I
dad.
did too.
He got me in it.
yeah.
Friends
Shout out to my
houses
dad.
and such. Older brothers, you name it.
So, but yeah, no. In terms of like all that, what was the next thing? Galaxy 1 and 2, my heart. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was next, Matthew?
Yeah, like
Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder DLC.
You're skipping ahead a little bit. The next thing they showed was Mario Tennis.
Oh right. Yeah, I
Pass.
keep. I kept forgetting that it even happened.
I'm
Not
a
gonna
little
lie.
pit.
Yeah.
Why is there no Mario Baseball 3? Super Sluggers are so
I want
good.
that. I want that
Come
so
on.
bad.
We got
Holy-
Cable
I want
back.
that so bad.
Super Sluggers 2, please.
It's probably because we
maybe they
can't
just-
have everything in the first year of the
Maybe
Switch
they
too.
just don't. Maybe they just don't have a good team for it. I don't know. But
No, it's
It might be in
Camelot.
development. It's just
well, I'm
for the
talking about
40s,
baseball.
can't do everything.
Baseball.
Right.
Camelot doesn't do the baseball thing. It's just. This is so funny. It feels like the three inevitabilities in life are death, taxes, and Mario Tennis at this point.
You're right. Well, here's the thing, like,
They're like on every single console at this point.
right. So no, I love Mario sports games. I love a lot of them growing up, but it's like I liked Aces. It didn't click with me as much as like a lot of other people. So like this feels more like an Aces 2 rather than a new Mario Tennis. I'm like, okay, I'll skip that. The one thing though, the Yoshi game. I kind of wish
That
it
was so out of
called
left
Yoshi.
field.
I wish it was called Yoshi's Island, but I
this
love
is
the
why
art
these
style.
fools want to sell their stupid freaking tennis rackets. You guys can't see. You could see it on Zach's stream. These
Huh?
stupid, the tennis rackets. There, you can see it on my stream. I'm holding one of the freaking stupid Switch tennis rackets.
Oh
I
my
don't know why I
God.
bought these. Back when Mario Tennis Aces came out, I don't know why I bought these stupid things that I used like one time.
I don't know
They're
why you
so
bought Mario
stupid.
Tennis Aces in general, because that game was
It's
so lacking.
stupid. It's so
So-
stupid.
Real quick to catch up with the chat. Chris also says like he wishes we got a Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. Yeah,
I
that
agree.
series is dead, but you know, it was fun while it lasted.
think it is.
I
I'll
still
be-
need to get Tokyo.
I have a
so-
confession to make.
Yeah,
I have
nothing
never
missed.
played a Mario. I have never played a Mario and Sonic
You gotta
at the
change that
Olympic
right
Games.
now, Josh. Change that right
I've
now.
I've never played one. I've never.
I never owned any of them, but I played them at buddies' houses on the Wii.
So if there
And
was
it's quite a bit, and I played one at an arcade in a
so
vlog.
the
not that
one
long
I'd
ago.
recommend, I mean, kind of biased because I got it recently. The DS version of the first Winter games, has a really
Yeah.
fun like story mode, like map you can explore.
I
Super
remember
underrated.
playing that back in the day.
So
I remember
good.
playing that.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
like that would be cool. But yeah, no, the
so-
Yoshi.
Sorry.
no.
Yeah, it's just I'm just trying to go like in order and everything.
No,
Yeah.
you're good.
It just I don't know. Mario Tennis looks like it looks like it will actually have content this time. That's something
Oh,
that the Mario.
Yeah,
Sports
It
games
does
don't
that's
kinda look
true.
like it,
That's
yeah.
true.
The story seems so. It just seems like a complete fan fiction.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be
Like,
$70 to those.
I'm not gonna
turns-
lie.
Everyone turns into babies. Is this like Tiny Toons?
I'm
or
not-
something?
Yoshi's
Uh,
Island DS.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, the Yoshi game, I really thought that was actually gonna be a sequel to Yoshi's Story for the
Yeah,
N64.
like
In
they
the
tricked
beginning,
us. It was like, oh shit,
I
this looks
really thought
cool, and it's not.
I really thought that's what it was gonna be. I'm
Mm.
also kind of glad it's not though, because I tried to play Yoshi's Story and I was like, this is not fun. No offense.
It's a game
Yeah.
made for a very young demographic.
Right.
Well, you can
Right.
still have
It ain't
like
for me.
you can still have Kirby's Epic Yarn where it's like, oh, like it's for like young kids, but like even adults can. I played when I was 20 and I still loved it, you know. But that
No, I
was
like Epic Yarn. No, I
yeah,
do.
Epic Yarn's good.
Oh, Epic Yarn's great.
Yeah, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a strange one to me, just because like when
Which-
I first saw like the footage and like everything, I was like, oh, are they finally gonna do like a 3D Yoshi game for a change? So I was definitely a bit underwhelmed that they decide, oh yeah, for the next gen console, we're just gonna be doing 2D again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
How would you do
and, like, the-
Yoshi in full 3D though? Like full 3D.
That's what I
I'm-
was hoping that we're gonna get there, but it was like, oh,
yeah, I
It's
mean,
not.
it looks good. The art style is like very pleasant. It reminds me of like Winnie the Pooh in a way.
It's like a stop motion animation. I really like that.
Right.
Where it's like
a little bit.
stuttery.
It's a very stylized for sure, and I think the gameplay, because I didn't bother picking up Crafted World, the game just didn't look that engaging to me. This one looks like it might be better than that. I'm definitely curious
Yeah.
to see, especially with the gimmick of like, oh, like I guess the enemies can ride on your back now and do things around the environment. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye on this one. I can't say I'm excited for it yet, but it seems interesting.
Yeah. Not to jump kind of far ahead a little bit, but I want to talk about something in this direct that was a little stupid to me. They have a whole GameCube library they need to flesh out on NSO, and what do? Virtual Boy.
Okay,
Why?
okay. I have a
I
hot
don't
take on
know.
that.
Why?
Y'all, okay, not the show. Watch my reaction when we're done with the stream. I literally
I did.
lost my shit. Like like last time I was like, yeah, it's 30 years of Virtual Boy. Yeah, it'll be cool they did it. and then when I saw that, I like dumped my whole water bottle on my head, like Etika style. I
pulled
was,
a
like,
me.
like literally, I'm like, there's no way that like they're gonna do another platform after GameCube. Like what? And
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see
Yeah.
them announce another platform so soon, but
Virtual
like I'm
Boy.
all for it just because you know
That's
the
Yeah,
Virtual Boy, regardless of the reception of that back in the day, it had a really interesting game library, and I feel like it is deserving.
Everyone
of
who
being
said Virtual
preserved.
Boy was just joking about it. No one was being serious.
Well, here's the thing that like the one weird. There's two things. Number one, it's getting an actual like only $100
That's insane.
like unit. And number
Yeah, that's
two,
crazy.
I'm kind of hoping that you can still play it portably. Like I understand like oh preservation experience that's good, but if you want to be like Demeech and like emulate the stuff like oh, I
Wait,
just
but
want-
the screen itself has to be inside of it. But it probably plugs into the dock.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it's gonna be. I think Nintendo's gonna be Nintendo
Yeah.
and not let you play it normally, which is really stupid.
I mean, I don't think they'd go that far because remember,
Yeah,
like when
that's
Labo V. Remember when Labo V. Yeah, as soon as I disagree, suddenly you're on my side. But like, no, like, because when Labo VR happened, and you know there was a bunch of like games that use that like Smash Ultimate, Mario Odyssey, you could still access those modes. It's just like your field of view would just be very strange.
Right. That is true.
So-
I wouldn't count it out because like I know Game Boy you can play like Game Boy on NSO normally and stuff. I know it's different, but no, the fact that it's like I never thought like I thought it was we were gonna get DS or like Satellaview first, but like wow. I'm still
Yeah.
probably gonna buy an actual Virtual Boy for like collection purposes because I've wanted to get one. But like, hey, Jack Bros, I can play Jack. Like, dude, Jack Bros is gonna be playable legally for under hundreds of dollars. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
important thing. The fact that they confirmed every single game. Which
Oh, it was
considering
every
there's only,
game. Nice. I
Yeah,
love that.
considering there was only like 14 games in the library,
Makes
I'd
sense.
honestly be surprised if they didn't go the extra mile.
I wouldn't be because Nintendo's done some stupid stuff. But no, but like that. The only reason I posted that reaction first is because it's like the Mario Galaxy. I knew it was gonna happen. Virtual Boy was
Yeah.
like a pipe dream. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what was this?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but going back to the Mario stuff one last time, because there is still one thing we need to talk about. That's the Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder.
Yeah,
And
it looks
Yeah.
awesome.
it's
Looks awesome.
I don't know how to feel about it, because on one hand, the
I'm-
content we've seen so far. Sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment. On one hand, the content does seem interesting with like the multiplayer mini games, and there's obviously going to be more stuff that they're going to tell us in the future. Like we saw a little tease of the Koopalings and like Captain Toad and everything. On the other hand, I don't know how much it's going to justify what I assume is going to be a $20 hike.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of 50-50 on the Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder. I want to wait and see what they do on like the more single player side, what more levels
I
they
was gonna
add.
say,
more
I think
like,
it's gonna be a blast with people, but if
Oh, yeah,
you're playing
with
by yourself,
people,
it might not be as
right.
fun.
Yeah.
With the group,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a blast.
So I think, it may just be that, I spend my Mario 40th anniversary on the Galaxy games and that be it, which is fine with me. Because
We'll take
that's
it.
another thing, but especially with the Galaxy 2, being able to play that wherever you want now, like portably, like that's going to be
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
But yeah, the Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder, I was kind of expecting a bit more. I'll be
Yeah.
quite honest.
Mhm. I thought
So,
it was
yeah.
gonna like
It-
as soon as they. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything before you did.
I was just gonna say, like, when they said multiplayer mayhem, like, don't tell me this is a multiplayer focused update, because personally, like, even though I have siblings, right, it's like I play single player a lot, and I'm like, if
Yeah.
there's gonna be an upgrade, I just want to play single player levels. I don't care
Yeah.
at all about
If
this.
I'm doing
minigame
multiplayer,
crap.
it's gonna
I'm all
be
set.
in the Josie server with people.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
no, well, now,
Wonder was
but
cool. Like the racing thing with friends was like fun,
yeah,
but you
yeah.
couldn't actually like physically play with them. So I think it's nice that it looks like now you can physically play with your friends online
Right.
with this update, which is
So-
great.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
I might take a look because again, one of my favorite series ever. I love Wonder, but I'm gonna have to see more. Like, if the single player levels are like a good amount, then I'll get it. But if it's only like
I think
a
it's
few,
just one world. I think it's just like one world probably.
No
I'd guess.
thanks.
Yeah, I'll-
It's a wait and see sort of thing. It doesn't look like a disaster like Jamboree was.
Oh,
They'll
God.
update us in February before like
Yeah.
it comes out. I
So
imagine.
so the another big downside, I feel like, I don't know if people were worried 2025 is going to be a collapse of society or something, but like so many things got pushed to next year. Like, I swear, like every single direct or any announcement, 9 times out of 10, it's a 2026 thing. And I think the problem with that is like there's too much next year. I kind of wish they balanced it more and be like, we'll give you the smaller stuff now, and then next year
Well, I think
they do a little bit less, I think.
I think we haven't seen, in terms of like next year, we've seen all the way up to spring. Like most of the release
Yeah,
dates,
yeah,
90% of them in 2026 were spring. Anything beyond spring, which is like May onward into the
Right.
fall of next year, we know nothing about. And so I
Right.
still think like there's still a lot of room for
That
20
is
They
true,
for
yeah.
for-
I think
for
2026
games.
they have to do a lot because it's still in that first year stretch of the Switch too.
Right.
Right, and I think also like and like I said, and I kind of hate that Nintendo is still going with this vague release date strategy, because a lot of the stuff that's been that's been announced for 2026, it's just spring 2026 or 2026. Like when in 2026 they could put it. It doesn't mean it, And I think when we finally get to the spring, they could spread it out a little bit across the
Right.
spring season. But like I have to just comment on it just a little bit. Just like this new way that Nintendo is giving out release dates is not my favorite thing in the world.
Now that I
feel
think
like
about
now-
it, the only other Switch 2 game outside of DK and Mario Kart that's not on Switch 1 is Kirby Air Riders. Everything else is Switch 1.
There's only 3.
Yeah.
Only 3.
And that's because the Switch 1 is still selling so much, and it's with the holiday season, they don't want many games only on Switch 2 yet. They're scared because they're afraid they're not going to get enough sales on those
Right.
games.
Well, Hyrule Warriors is going to be Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
so
And
it's
I
4.
oh
Okay, so it's
gosh.
4.
Oh my gosh. Hyrule Warriors. I'm so pumped for that game. I'm so freaking pumped
Can
for
we
that
talk
game.
about the fact that
I-
like we're getting 2 first party games in November? 2. I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna get
That's
delayed.
crazy. 2 big ones at
Hyrule-
that.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors and then Kirby Air Riders, 2 weeks apart, literally.
Nuts.
We're gonna have
It's
a
very
ball this holiday together.
So
We're all gonna have a
Ah,
ball.
Fellas, you gotta invest in some stocks, make some extra money. Because yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna need it.
I'm not investing in this one. I've never played a single Hyrule Warriors game.
Oh, you should.
Fair.
You should.
It's not for
So-
it's not for everyone though.
I've never really been that much of a Zelda person in general, honestly enough.
That's
I just,
true. Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
I've always respected the series. I just never really got into any of the games, which is something I'm definitely trying to make a mission to try and fix.
Yeah.
With plenty of the games. I'm
Oh, nice.
planning to play through the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild really soon.
So I need to get those physically because Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite Zelda game. I loved Age of Calamity and I liked the Wii U version of the first one. This one is like I like Tears of the Kingdom, but like I'd have to just play it to see. Like if there's a demo, I'd try it. But like this might be a Christmas game or like a next year game. I'd rather just put all my money into Air Riders, save up for those amiibo.
Prime 4.
That too, but I'm
Prime
saying
4.
like in November. So okay.
Yeah,
what
because
was
we're
that?
going straight from Pokemon to Kirby 2 weeks later, which
And we're
is
gonna be
nuts.
playing Pokemon in friggin' Orlando.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
Xenoblade
literally.
Pokemon.
Zelda to Kirby, you mean? Pokemon's before Zelda.
Yeah.
But either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hyrule Warriors, it definitely looks good. I mean, the fact that it's a Switch 2 exclusive means that it will at least
I'm
run
blo-
acceptably.
I was supposed to say I'm blown away by how smooth the gameplay looks.
Yeah.
It
I don't
looks-
even know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna beat Zelda. There's not 2 weeks is not, and this is a fact, not enough time to finish Pokemon before Zelda because you
Yeah.
need like at least if you want, especially with the Pokédex and all this
Yep.
stuff, it's gonna take 60 to 70 hours easily. If you
Yep.
want 100%, it's probably gonna take 80 to 90 hours.
Yeah.
Which I'm a big Pokemon head, so I'm gonna be 100%ing that baby. So Zelda, when it comes out, like I'll be dabbling in it, and I'm gonna buy it, but like Pokemon, I'm probably still gonna be busy with for a fat minute, and I want to appreciate it because I loved Legends Arceus. Scarlet and Violet kind of stink, but the Switch 2 saved them a little bit. It made me like them a little more, but they still stink. I'm sorry, James. I know he's in the movies right now, so I can say that. So I'm allowed to say that about Scarlet and Violet. Because he likes them more than Sword and Shield. Personally, I don't think other than Legends Z Arceus, I don't think the Switch 2 or the Switch really has had any really good Pokemon games. I mean, Let's Go is just Let's Go. I mean, it's just a Pokemon Go game on the Switch, so I'm not gonna say it's anything special.
Mhm.
Sword and Shield, I don't remember anything from them but the freaking stadium gym music. That music's awesome, amazing, perfect, beautiful. And I don't really remember much from Scarlet and Violet story. So I
Yeah,
mean, I
so,
remember
like-
Legends VA because the post or Legends Arceus because the post game was freaking amazing.
I
It was
still need
incredible.
I still need
So,
100% Arceus. Like
I think
um,
ZA will also be. What's funny is these games are backtracking to old generations, and they're better than the new generation's games. Like it's so
Yeah.
funny to me that they're backtracking to back when Pokemon was great, and these games are fantastic. How come when we went from what was their idea to go from Arceus to Scarlet and Violet and make Scarlet and Violet not where you could hide from Pokemon and throw your Pokeballs at them and
They
stuff and
want
have your
people-
Pokemon out battling them
think
while you're
Game
running
Freak-
around?
Game
It
Freak
didn't make
just
sense to me. So-
Game Freak just rushes these games
Yeah.
because they need to tie it in with all the merchandise.
So
and the
Legends
anime
ZA is
and
probably going to be
trading
Legends ZA is probably going to be amazing. And then it makes me be like, are they going to screw Generation 10 up on the Switch too as
No.
exclusives?
No.
Are they going to screw this up?
No,
Like seriously, that's what I'm
No.
saying.
I
Given
don't.
that-
I don't think that
They
they will.
pushed
I don't
this
think so
back- Given that they pushed
Yes, I
it
did,
back
Chen.
a year, then there's, I guess, some hope.
Well, the
I
thing is we haven't had a Pokemon game in about 3 years now, which never really happens. So
It
I think
did
they've
happen
been
a
working
little
on they've
bit.
been
It
they've been
did
working
happen
on
a
this for a
little
while.
bit back in, like, at least in America, like the gap between Gen 3 of 4 and then 4 of 5 was like 4
Oh, okay.
years. But like,
Gotcha.
yeah, like I don't have much stakes in the conversation because you're talking to the guy who makes liking Brilliant Diamond and Shine Pearl his whole personality. I'm one of the
I keep
I
forgetting
know-
they exist.
I need to
I'm
play
one of the
those
three
so
people
bad.
that I'm one of the 3 people that actually like those remakes. Could they have it better? Yes, definitely.
It's
but
what's so
they
funny is
delivered on what I
Scarlet and
want.
Violet are the highest selling Pokemon games. second highest selling Pokemon games of all time. The highest selling are
which is
Red and Blue.
insane.
What?
Red and
which
Blue
is
are the highest
insane.
selling, which are like 31
That's-
million. Scarlet
So-
and Violet is 27 million.
I don't understand that
So-
though. It's like
And in the
what-
first and in the first 3 days, they sold 10 million
But
copies.
what about
Goodness
Scarlet and Violet
gracious.
makes them the second highest selling if they weren't the first Switch ones? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it really doesn't. And they
I-
came out in 2022.
22. Oh god.
I'm
Yeah, so that
guessing,
makes sense
I-
because that
I
was
feel like
even
we're
after
just
the
sort of
boom.
in a new era of like Pokemon, where it's just like I feel like considering the more open world approach that they're taking with it now, and also
Well,
with the anime,
next year,
they phased
Mario-
Ash out entirely.
Listen, Mario crushed it for their 40th anniversary here. I think we can all agree they've done pretty well. No Mario Kart, sure, but overall we got some good stuff. Next year's the Pokemon 30th anniversary, so we'll see. They got to bring
need to
back
do
some
good.
classic games.
Yep.
Gen 10 has to be switched to exclusive, and it has to be like not looking like trash like Scarlet and Violet. It's gotta. They just gotta. I think they've gotten they got a lot of backlash from Scarlet and Violet. I mean, they got a ton, and I'm sure they were aware of that. That's why they've been taking more
Yeah,
time before
right.
more Pokemon was coming out. Like, yeah, they did DLC for Scarlet and Violet, whatever. But Legends ZA, it's been a while since we got a new game, and then so that means that Gen 10's probably been in development for a few years as well. So I
Oh,
think
absolutely.
they've been taking some time, and I
So-
think next holiday season is definitely the time for Gen 10, considering it's the 30th anniversary next year as well.
So
But
another thing is, oh sorry, I was just gonna say,
I think it's hilarious about ZA. Sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment, Zach.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment. Yeah, just the hilarious thing about ZA to me is them doing that whole Mega Raichu thing and announcing.
Oh yeah,
a
DLC before the game isn't even out.
before
yeah,
it's
that's a
even
red
What
out.
the, like, what
flag.
the heck,
Red
bro?
flag.
Pokemon
Weird.
as a franchise is so cooked. It really is.
I mean, here's the thing: is it's like well, I'm gonna make a video about this later, but like, long story short, X and Y were my first Pokemon games, so it's awesome to see a
Oh.
return through ZA. And I played at PAX.
Yeah,
I loved it. Very excited for it. I just think it's like, why did you put this stuff in the direct? There were 3 Pokemon games in one direct. Like, why?
Can we talk real quick about the fact that Ditto turned into a human and is a farming sim now? Listen, that
My
is cursed,
Pokemon
all right?
Rage too
Ditto just
That
turned
game
into
is-
a child.
with
That
Minecraft.
That game looks so uncanny and
Yeah,
uncomfortable
why?
in so many ways.
Cursed.
Pokopia.
At that point, just make him a full Ditto or a full human. This weird hybrid in between is just very creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine, give it like 5 years, some kid is gonna make a creepy pasta about it.
Oh God. I don't
Oh.
even know. Do those 2 even exist? Creepypastas?
They're not as popular as they used to be, but they have their niche.
Right. So it's good that we got Pokemon out of the way because I know that was a big part of the direct. Another interjection, real quick, is how they were very blunt about what was paid DLC, which is kind of good because I feel like before it was like, oh wait, how much is this or how much is that or when is it coming out? And I feel like they're starting to like be better. It's like, okay, pay DLC
Yeah.
up front. And also,
Yeah, they're not hiding the prices, which is great.
actually, well, they didn't show the prices of the DLC, which is weird, but like they were upfront about it. It's not like
Yeah.
Pokemon
Hold on.
Friends.
Let's speaking of, we didn't even. We're gonna backtrack for a second. Donkey Kong DLC just dropped.
Shadow
What?
Drop? How much was it? Like
What?
$20?
I think
was
it's 20 bucks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
it was
believe it.
20.
It dropped just today. Like,
Not
what the
bad.
heck, dude?
It's conflicting me because it looks like
I want to. I was gonna say I want to play it, but because Galaxy 2 is releasing in like 3 weeks, I'm saving my money for that instead.
just save your
Dude.
money
I really
for
wanna-
the old content instead of the new.
Josh,
But,
Josh.
I'm sorry. I just like I gotta have it.
Dude,
It's
it-
like
Mhm.
sorry. It's just like
No,
we're
but-
talking about
yeah,
Donkey
yeah.
Kong in the moment. It's just like I feel very ugly because like I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. I haven't beaten it yet, but the game is fantastic. I've been
Mm.
loving it.
Isn't it a little early for DLC?
That's one thing.
Nope.
And it's also a matter of like, this feels like what they did with like, and Mario Odyssey. You get to visit the Mushroom Kingdom at the end, and then they update it with Luigi's Balloon World later on.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
feels like the same thing, but now you have to pay for it, and that just leaves a bad taste
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Well, I mean, personally, I feel like Bonanza, like, getting DLC now is like, okay, cool, nice surprise. Whereas
Yeah.
it's like Pokemon, it's like you knew about it beforehand. That's a red flag. And like
Yeah.
for $20, I'd rather it be like, oh, it's a cool new world. And the game, like,
Well, Arceus didn't get DLC, so I guess ZA getting DLC is kind of cool.
well, the
But
thing
it's
is,
just weird that they announced it
yeah,
now.
but no, but Bonanza. So like, I 100% in it in 70 to 75 hours. For most people, you're already getting a 40, 50 hour game any percent. So like,
Yeah.
even if you don't buy the DLC, there's still a lot of game in it. And I feel like, you know, I want to support the Odyssey team. I love the idea of the island is great. I kind of wish it was just the island and not that roguelike mode. I feel like the roguelike mode is a weird addition. Like,
Yeah.
Nintendo wants, I feel like Nintendo's trying to cash in on that genre with like Hades, and like Binding of Isaac and all that. And I feel like Splatoon worked. I don't think it works for Donkey Kong. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I can't speak from experience because I haven't bought the DLC. I don't really have interest in it. I feel like if you want to justify the price tag, a bit better is if the world you explored was like a super big, mega challenging area rather than just a nostalgic throwback to like really test a player's skills. Granted, I don't know what DKIO has. There could be some secret, a mumbo jumbo surprise in there that I just don't know.
Yeah. But no, like, I'm hoping that I feel like the Zaza DLC is definitely gonna be like $35 or something, and it's probably gonna be not as good. I hate to say it.
It depends on if it's one or two like packs kind of thing. If
Probably
it's
one
one, it'll
pack.
probably be like 20. But if it's because the Scarlet and Violet
So,
2 DLCs was like 35 or
I
something.
think
for
I think
both.
one thing Nintendo doesn't want to admit with all this is like, look, game development is inexpensive as hell. Like, this is a 4K system. Like all these games, like a lot of these games can play 120 FPS,
Yes, they are, Jen.
4K. So it's like, you know, even if like, you know, I only play in 1080, I'm fine. But like most people probably have higher expectations of games, and I think Nintendo is trying to meet that. And so it's like, oh crap, we gotta offset the cost. Hence the amiibo, hence DLC, hence all these accessories, and it makes sense. I just feel like I think it's not so much greed. I think it's like a lot of it is their development is increasing in price. And I think a lot of people aren't seeing that, in my opinion. But, you know.
I don't know. I feel like in a lot of these cases, especially with the Galaxy stuff, I feel like they just upcharge on a lot of this just because they know they can get away with selling at those prices.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
look at how quickly Mario Kart World sold. Like that game got into so much controversy for being $80, and yet you know it still sold like millions of copies. Granted, I don't know how much people bought the bundle compared to like getting it by itself, but still, I feel like Nintendo just knows they can nickel
That
and
is
dime
true,
the consumer a lot, and I think it's really setting a bad precedent for a lot of people.
Jen, we see you.
I think also it's hard because it's like I was thinking like with all the Switch stuff coming out and legacy content, it's like I want to keep collecting as long as I can for other systems. Like I've been trying to get more into DS and like DS and 3DS because like it still has this very particular feel, but the Switch is more and more becoming a monopoly. It's like, hey, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to play all these games. And that's great. I just don't want Nintendo to like abuse that and be like, look, this is expensive, this is even more expensive, but this is convenient. Play this way instead.
Yeah.
I
genuinely wonder, like, it'll have to be at least 2 to 3 years before they stop making Switch 1 games. At least 3 years. The Switch is just too successful. And I think that's why, like, we're not getting a whole lot of games for Switch 2.
So here's
alone
another.
yet.
So okay, obviously we don't have to go through like every game in the list and stuff. The one omission I was really surprised about was Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Yeah.
Like Tomodachi Life, I was that made sense. So I thought Rhythm Heaven Groove was a January or summer or spring game, and Tomodachi was a summer game.
Yeah.
Do you think Tomodachi Life is further along development?
If they're showing it this early, then it might be. I mean, Rhythm Heaven, like from
Yeah.
a stylistic standpoint, it doesn't need that much work, but at the same time, like again, like it has a very unique style. Whereas with Tomodachi Life, 3D animation in general is also just much easier to do these days than like 2D
Right.
hand-drawn stuff. So maybe that could be a part of it. I was definitely confused about the lack of Rhythm Heaven myself. I was glad to see Tomodachi Life, obviously.
Yeah. I think, like, I don't know, that's the thing too, is just like, I feel like Nintendo's kind of hesitant to put out these bite-sized, smaller experiences that aren't separate DLCs. Like, like Rhythm Heaven, I feel like would be like a 10 to 15 hour game, any percent, versus like Mario, like, Wonder, which would probably be like, maybe like longer to play. Or no, sorry, Bonanza, which that would be like, again, 40, 50 hours.
Yeah.
So, God.
I mean, yeah, I definitely do miss the times when like they'd put out a lot of smaller scale games on like the 3DS and the Wii U eShop, and they still do that to an extent on the Switch.
A
like,
little bit, yeah.
Box Boy, Box Girl, and like Good Job. I feel like having those more smaller budget options, especially in this day and age where obviously the economy is not in the best place right now, I think definitely can help bring back some goodwill that they've been losing.
I also think it's like not every game needs to be the big budget. You see every freckle on Leon Kennedy's face or whatever his name is
Agreed.
from Resident Evil.
Agreed.
Like, no, like, I don't care for realism. Like, I love like, I don't know. I just feel like it's nice that Nintendo is like doing these small expansions. Like, you get these smaller experiences as part of bigger games. It would be nice if like it's good that they're promoting like Hades, because it's like, hey, I know it's a bigger game, but like at least Hades is an indie. It's a cheaper title, but it'll still keep you playing for a long time. But let's get back on track real quick. We can just
Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk about? Can we talk about Metroid Prime 4, please?
I was gonna
Honest
say.
God,
you can
I have no
the floor.
December.
I have
am
zero
so
notes when it comes to
hyped.
that game. I have zero notes when it comes to that game. Every
Me too.
single time
Oh
I've
my
seen that game in
gosh.
action, and I'm not even a Metroid fan in particular. Like, I've never really gone far in any of the games. Every single time I've seen that game in action, I'm like, this looks like the most polished game Nintendo's ever made.
And rightfully so,
Yep.
because first off, I have one thing to say. I'm not, like, I've seen some people already complaining about Samus's bike. I don't care. I really
looks
don't.
friggin' sick.
It's sick. And if you don't like it, if you want to just trek all the way across the desert on foot, it looks like you can do that. So
That's
don't.
why they showed you
yeah,
getting out of it.
pretty
Yeah, because
wild.
they probably knew that.
And
mean,
so
I mean, I could understand it not exactly fitting in with such like the deep, dark, depressing world of Metroid, but at the same time, it was probably the hardest image I saw in the direct.
Okay,
so it was
okay.
like,
Hot
I
take,
know.
Hot take.
like, and
go ahead.
go for it.
I was just gonna say, the more I think about it, Metroid Prime 4 is the best Halo game we had since Halo 3. It's
I
true.
can't
Wow.
speak
It's
on that.
true.
I don't play Halo, but honest to God, I wouldn't be surprised if they took some inspiration.
No,
even
like,
as far
I
back
know-
as the
Well, I
first
know.
Metroid
Well, I
Prime.
know some of the Halo devs, some developers from the Halo series were brought on as
Yeah.
like
Oh,
art
okay.
designers, and like like
I can
they
see
were
it.
they were part. Yeah, they're part of that development team. But
Yeah.
one thing that I'm just excited about, yes, is just the release date is
Yep.
finally here. We know it's coming in
Finally!
December.
Yes.
I'm so freaking excited. It's gonna
Same.
miss being nominated. It's gonna miss being nominated at the Game Awards. That's fine. It's fine.
I
We're
can
gonna
tell you
we're,
one thing.
Even if it was nominated, it would most likely lose to Expedition 33
Expedition.
anyway.
Yeah.
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 I will tell you
I
with man, people who don't have a Switch 2 yet, who get one this holiday season, they got plenty they can buy.
So
Like,
much.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
they're gonna
but
have
going
plenty
back
they
to
can buy.
what you're talking about, how like polished it looked. Nintendo said back in 2019 when they rebooted it that by the time we saw it again, it would be worthy of standing alongside the previous 3 that came before it. And
No,
I
it's gonna
think
surpass it.
we're seeing that, and that in the fact that they have poured all the fact that you can play this in 4K 60 FPS or 120 frames a second, you can choose between the performance modes and everything. I'm like, they really have gone above and beyond, pun intended, of just the quality that we're going to be playing come December. And it looks like it's going to be a much bigger game than we initially were thinking. Like,
That's what I was thinking.
I'm excited to just explore, yes, that desert world and see just how big this expansive world is. I'm sure we're going to have the classic Metroidvania elements of looking for upgrades to unlock different areas of the world, which is what I hope is still part of, like the classic Metroid-esque stuff that's in a Metroid game. But, like, those open elements of just being able to kind of go anywhere and explore kind of any zone you want to kind of do. I'm so pumped. I'm excited to see Samus and Silex go at it. It's gonna be a big deal. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
It's
even
been
if you get it on Switch 1, it still looks great.
Oh yeah. That's a crazy
nearly a decade in development.
I've been waiting like 8 years for this dang game, dude.
So, Retro, if you're listening, don't make Prime 5. I don't want to be like, what is Retro Prime 5? No, stop. Let Prime 4 be the peak of Metroid and just end it. Just no more Metroid Prime, please. Like
Retro,
I don't need to wait.
Retro, if you're listening, don't listen to him. Make all the Metroid Prime games you want. I trust you with
Here's
my
a question.
life.
Here's a question. Josh, do you think we get to see Samus's face in Prime 4?
Yes.
The helmet off?
Yes, because you actually yeah, I also think because technically you get to see her face in Metroid Prime Remastered and the original Metroid Prime if you get if you get a percent high enough when she leaves the temple, she takes her helmet off, and you get to see it. And so I would imagine I could see, like, I don't know if they will go this crazy in the final battle against Silex, but I could see the two of them, like, after you deplete his health bar, like it shows a cutscene of like the two of them are just shooting at each other, and she like blasts his like a side of his helmet, and you see like his face inside, and like the other side is like still his mask, and then she takes her helmet off because the two of them apparently have been rivals since Metroid Prime Hunters. And so, like, to see see the two of them come face to face over whatever started their conflict. I'm just excited to just see what they do with it. And so it's gonna be good. And the fact that this game is finally dated, it's finally real, it's finally here. It finally feels real. It really finally feels real because like every time they showed a trailer, it's looked great. Nothing wrong with the quality of the game, but like there's been no date. We had no idea when exactly this game is coming. Now we do, and we can start finally counting down. And I feel like, because they said two things, because at the very end, they not only did they give that date, but they said the road to launch begins. And I feel like this is just the start of a giant at the very, go back and watch the trailer. At the very end, they said the road to launch begins. And so I feel like this is just the start of a giant marketing campaign. I feel like we're going to get a Metroid Prime 4 Centered Direct, where it's later on down the road that explores more of Samus's psychic powers.
We're getting another Kirby Direct.
We're going to get but I think we're going to get a whole lot more down the road about this. We're going to get some more small little overview trailers. I think, because
I feel like
this is
easily your most hyped game since Tears of the Kingdom. I can tell.
Yes.
This is one of my
yes,
favorites.
it is.
One of mine,
yes.
Basically, your journey to this game basically mirrors mine with Kingdom Hearts 3. Hopefully, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3, it's not disappointing.
God, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Here's something, and I guess this will kind of tell you guys how kind of old I am. I don't mind giving away my age online. It's fine. But like.
It's okay. We won't dox you. Someone else.
When Metroid Prime 4 was initially announced back in 2017, I was a sophomore in high school, and now I am all the way through college. I have gone and graduated through high school and all the way through college.
Because it was 2017.
Waiting for this game.
Yeah, I was 18 when it was first announced, and like I'm gonna be 27 a month from now.
I'm 25.
I was 20, I think, when it was announced. So I mean, yeah, we're not all too far away from.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I was 17 when it was announced, but back when I didn't really react to stuff. But yeah, no, it's like Like I think Prime 4
No,
is gonna
I'm not
be
even 19.
one of my favorite games ever. Like Bonanza was awesome, but like Prime
I
4
kind of hope so. Prime
easily,
1 was enjoyable.
easily.
I didn't get to play 2 and 3. I never got the chance. I never bought them for
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope
making it
it's
my
but
mission. I make it my mission to play through the first
I
Prime remaster on Switch.
I
before
feel
it
like
drops.
Prime 4. Never mind. I can't say anything because Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was gonna say Prime 4 just feels like it's gonna be like that first Switch 2 like next gen type game, but we had Bonanza, so
Yeah.
I guess not.
Because
I don't know. It just feels more like next gen-y versus
you know
in
that
some
they
ways.
they real back in the Switch 2 Direct, they really wanted to emphasize that this system is super powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Output 4K, all that stuff. And I feel like when we actually play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, the Switch 2 edition of that, and it's running with all that power at the max, I think we're really going to see just how powerful the Switch 2 really is. And I think it's going to be a
Yeah.
technical showpiece for
Definitely.
that system. And so, but yes, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and reiterate to what D-Man said. This has been a game that has been in the back of my head for a long time. Because back when it got restarted in 2019, I immediately was like, okay, just get it out of my memory. I don't need to, it's not coming for a long time. I just need to get it out of my memory. Just don't even expect, now that, but when they showed the first official trailer back at during the June 2024 Nintendo Direct, and they showed that that was the moment where I was like, okay, I can finally start getting hyped for this game again.
Literally,
And
oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, that's probably my favorite direct ever because not only did we get Mario and Luigi coming back, the very end it was like, oh, lower expectations, and my gut is like, it's Prime 4. I'm like, no. And then I'm like,
no,
holy
I was
crap,
gonna
it's
say,
Prime 4.
was it that
Yeah,
one or
like-
the September
like
one
my
that had?
mindset was like, if they were going to finally announce it any time, it was going to be at that moment. So
Was it that one or the September one that had Marvel vs. Capcom in it? Because
No,
one
that
of those
was June.
went crazy.
That was June.
That direct, okay, yeah, that direct went crazy. That
That
direct,
was
I was
one
at
of the
work.
best
I went
ones.
down to I went down to watch some of it at our wing that like no one lives in one of the bathrooms on my phone, and I was like screaming when they showed Marvel. I was
yeah,
like,
they also that was also the direct where they had Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So they had a Mario, they had a Zelda, and then they had a Metroid in one direct.
Nuts.
and they had Marvel and they had Mario Party. They had so much in that direct. That direct
Crazy.
was crazy.
So
if you ask me,
let's-
my favorite direct of all time was probably just that initial Switch 2 direct, just because we got
It was
Kirby
good.
Air Riders.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
a second favorite. I mean, I like the experience, like being able to be around those people in Nintendo New York and like seeing everyone
Oh, yeah.
cheering. That was great. But again, like I felt like this was a very decent direct overall. But that was a nice end to the Switch 1 era. But anyway, let's go back to we don't have to go through every game, but like going back to the direct we saw today. We already covered Metroid and all that stuff.
So I do want to quickly bring up Kirby Air Riders for a moment because
good idea.
Because I'm currently still working on my video about the initial Kirby Air Riders direct, and I might as well spoil this. One of the things I talk about is that I'm going to be going on a big social media blackout once we learn more information about the game, because like I want to go in knowing as little as I can, so I'm not going to bother watching that next direct. So I was worried going to this that this might ruin a lot of things for me. I might be spoiled on something. I might ruin the video. Literally, all it was is we're gonna release some amiibo for the game. They're gonna function like the fighters would in Smash Brothers for the amiibo, and then tune into this next direct at a later date for more info. Perfect.
So
that was literally all I needed.
So now I'm scared because the completionist in me is like, hey, we're gonna make multiple amiibo, not just two. I'm like, damn it!
Yeah.
Are they gonna make a Meta Knight one? I gotta get the Meta Knight one or a Morpho Knight one.
And those ones are $50 a piece.
You know what?
maybe.
What's cool?
Literally, you can see the prices right now. They actually did confirm they're $50.
Now after this direct, I've come to realize that I'm more excited with the Switch 2 again. We needed this so bad because now we have dates for all the games the rest of this year. We have ideas of stuff coming out in the spring.
I agree.
We have theories of next year that by holiday we might get a new 3D Mario next year maybe. We haven't seen anything Zelda yet, so that's a possibility next year, even if it's just a top-down Zelda or whatever, it's a possibility. Sometime next year maybe. There's a lot of there's a lot of. I mean, there's already plenty coming out next year with Tamagotchi Life and Mario stuff, updates, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Mario Kart DLC, whatever. But outside of DLC, I mean, I mean, heck, we still haven't seen a new Animal Crossing yet. We haven't seen, well, we have Hyrule Warriors Zelda, I guess, but we haven't seen like. I feel like at some point they're gonna bring back Star Fox. At
Yeah.
some point for
F-Zero.
Switch 2. Because they didn't on Switch 1 with a new game. So I feel like Switch 2, they're going to bring back Star Fox in a good way. Because I know the one on Wii U was disappointing
Yeah.
to most.
I think I really, I'll kind of just to bounce off that. I really felt like this was the Switch 2 Direct Part 2, in my opinion,
Yeah, yeah,
because this completes everything that was initially announced back in that Direct, and it gave us a peek at what was to come later. Because the Switch 2 Direct, I went back and watched the Switch 2 Direct about the night, like last night before this one today, and going back and watching it, it was a hype Direct, but it felt very incomplete without the release dates, without just, I mean, hype announcements, but like no idea when you're gonna get to play them in 2025. And I'm like, this Direct, whenever it happens, has one mission, and that is give us those dates and give us the rest of the roadmap for this year. With that roadmap now laid out, I think people can really start getting hyped for this system again, and especially just with their release strategy for the holidays, I feel like this system's gonna be hard to find again in the holidays. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be back to like
So,
pre-order days.
I'm just
like
really-
just people just.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, Nintendo, if you're gonna increase the price of Switch 2, don't do it this year. Do it like 2
Please
years.
don't. No.
I don't think they will this year.
They probably
they're
won't,
not.
But oh
No.
god.
To their
That's a
credit,
thing,
to their credit, they are doing everything in their power to not increase the price of the Switch 2, because they are increasing the prices of everything else around it, like the OG Switch, the price of the Joy-Cons. I can't believe that the Joy-Cons are now $100 a piece. I can't even fathom that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. But I would rather the prices increase for the accessories
Me too.
than the
yeah.
actual system. Than the actual system itself, because
If
the
you-
moment that happens, then they've lost. They really have lost.
Like, if you ask me, I'm very half and half on it, because I have my Switch 2 docked. I have been enjoying what I've been experiencing on it, but I'm very, very selective about what I end up buying these days, because like it is true. Like, I know there's a lot of negativity surrounding the system, but like I can't really sit here and act like it's not justified, because like it is true. Like, a lot of these prices are getting absolutely ridiculous for some of this stuff. I mean, we saw like after the fact with like the amiibo stuff being so expensive, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 and everything. Like, you know, the DLC for like Pokemon stuff. And it makes me wonder like how much farther are they willing to go before, like, you know, a bubble burst? Like, where do we draw a line? Yeah, the games look really great, but do they sort of justify, you know, all these major hikes? And that's the sort of the test in the many years ahead, that, you know, are they going to stick to their guns? Are they going to start listening more? It's I'm still pretty concerned about, you know, the Switch 2's future, not necessarily in the short term, because, you know, I'm getting Kirby Air Riders and I'll be fine for the rest
Twilight
of the Switch
Princess?
2 generation. But
Please.
but yeah, I'm definitely, you know, I'm gonna be very selective about what I end up picking.
So
up.
I think like
Yeah, that's. I made a point. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead, Josh.
I made a video a while back talking about how, you know, there was a lot of just back when the price for the system and Mario Kart World had just been announced, and like Twitter was just like it was just madness on
Bad.
Twitter because of it.
Yep.
But I remember,
Yeah.
but I remember making those exact same points, Matthew, about how this generation, I feel like gamers, not just on Nintendo's side, but
oh,
like
yeah.
Sony, Xbox. I mean, of course, Xbox, you got Game Pass, but still, like PlayStation, Xbox, like all of their prices are increasing too. And so I think just the next generation of gaming in general, I think gamers are gonna have to be a bit more selective. But also, it's also going to be a challenge for the developers as well, because they have to make sure that what they're putting out is worthy of that price tag. Because
Right.
if it's not worthy of that price tag, nobody's gonna buy it. Nobody,
Yes,
you know.
and that is the
Yeah.
very crucial thing to me because, like, yes, I know that marketing conditions right now are far from the best, and that is not Nintendo's fault. But Nintendo, like, throughout the Switch generation, even before tariffs were an issue, they were constantly like pricing almost every single one of their games $60, regardless of like the content that was in them.
Right.
Like
Oh, yeah.
you cannot tell me that Mario Strikers Battle League is worth the same price as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You
Nope.
just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like part of it's due to the marketing stuff, and part of it's just like, you know, Nintendo feeling like, oh, people can like get away with it.
So,
I think another thing for me too, sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment. Another thing for me too is I feel like also, and this is just more of a personal thing, I think the older I get, the more that I sort of resonate with what the indie scene is doing, because they're the ones that, you know, don't have to worry about, you know,
Mhm.
financial. I mean, obviously, you know, the budget isn't nearly as high as like the AAA stuff, but they're able to take risks more and be able to like push creativity at lower prices in a way that a lot of these major publishers either can't or they aren't willing to do.
so I think
I
like
can vouch. I'm so sorry.
No, damn.
um,
you
um,
can vouch for
um,
that. Yeah.
I was gonna say I can vouch for that because Hollow Knight Silk Song, I think, put every AAA studio to shame. I roll credits on that this morning before the direct happened, and $20. You wanna know how many hours I put in that game?
50?
Almost 60.
Dang.
What?
Almost,
60?
almost 60.
In
Expedition
9
is
days?
massive.
Holy
Still
crap.
put them.
Oh my
Expedition
God.
33
It-
still put them to shame
Cake.
too, because even though that game was $50, I mean, look at it, look at the visuals and everything.
Yep.
How much that game could have costed them, and it was a $50 game, and I put almost 80 hours into it.
So
Yeah.
I really want to make an indie game video very soon. I don't know when, because it's like I have to compile all the interviews I've done, but I've talked with a lot of developers and like asking them, you know, I went to school for that stuff.
It
It's
was
just like
it was so cool talking to indie developers.
Yeah.
That's
when I
something
went to East.
that's something I definitely want to do more.
You
'cause
should.
My experiences. That's from my experiences. I've told this story to Zach before, but I might as well explain this here. A while ago, I backed a Kickstarter for an indie game that was made specifically for the Game Boy Color. And I got access to the guy who was developing the game to his Discord server,
gone.
and I got to chat with him while testing out like the beta builds of the game before it like officially released, and it was genuinely like one of the coolest experiences like of my life within the game scene. And I feel like that dichotomy within like the indie game scene where it feels like, you know, it feels a lot more genuine in comparison.
Right. So I think two things. For you, Matthew, if you have the ability, I'd say like be like, hey, like I love chatting with you. Do you want to do like a quick interview to the developer? Number one. But I think with this direct too and the partner showcase, I think the reason they did that, not a summer one, was like, look, first party games are taking a while to make. They're very expensive. All this crap. Third parties are saving the day. We got FF7, Pac-Man World 2 Repack, Persona 3 Reload, all these ports coming, and even though they're game key cards, they're going to be cheaper, at least physically and digitally and all that stuff.
I'm honestly really surprised that the FF7 remake, that's being like charged for $40.
I thought it was going to be 70.
Digital and physical, or
No,
I don't
$40.
I don't know if that's the case for physical, but at least digitally, Intergrade is looking to be like what, $40.
$90.
That's surprising.
$9. 90 gigabyte download. No way in hell that can fit in a card.
Whoa.
90
like,
gigabytes. My God.
That's one of those instances where a game key card is kind of justified, since that you wouldn't be able to fit it. It's a shame they couldn't compress it, but what are you gonna do?
So I think like
Go ahead, Aqua. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Last thing, but I was just basically saying, like I'm like, it's nice that we got dates for FF7, and that sizzle reel. No Elden Ring, but like, you know,
I literally just thought that. I'm surprised. I didn't think. No Elden Ring.
I think Elden Ring's gonna slip. I think Elden Ring's gonna be next year. I think it's
And
gonna
I'm
slip till
surprised
next
we
year.
didn't see more of the Duskbloods either. I thought it was being shown at the end, but no, it was just Resident Evil 9, which is still really impressive.
That's
that's coming
insane.
to Switch 2.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, and also like native ports of
7 and
Resident
8.
Evil 7
Yeah,
and
the
8
whole trilogy.
when they were previously just cloud versions. So
Do you think now, this is mainly for D-Man, do you think we're gonna get native versions of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 1 to 3 on Switch 2?
hey, I'm a Kingdom Hearts boy too. That's
And
a
Matthew,
genuine
sorry, I
question
forgot
for
about
me
that.
as well.
Or everyone,
no.
yeah.
I feel like, considering how much Square Enix has poured a lot into the Switch, I feel like they can definitely do it. But right now, I think they're just focusing on the HE2D stuff and
Makes
FF7.
sense.
With Remake being on there and not being a cloud version, I can see it, but they probably want to get 4 out first. So
Yeah.
Well, no, at
I
that
can
rate,
see
we're
that.
not gonna get those until like 2032. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Right. 'cause
Oh,
it's a mess.
So
right.
going back real quick, just want to interject something. This blew my mind. Y'all talking about file sizes a while ago, just like how FF7 is like 90 gigs. Y'all want to know how many gigs Metroid Prime 4 is?
How much?
11.
It's 40. It's 40.
Dang.
It's a 40 gig
Wow.
game.
That's
It's
the
a 40
biggest
gig
game they've
game.
ever put out. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It has to
yeah.
be the
No,
biggest
yeah, I
game.
think you're right. Yeah, this
It's a-
game. Again, if this game disappoints, it's so over. It is so Jover. It is so Jover.
So,
man.
who
But,
knows? And I hope it's not more cloud versions of
But
games.
yeah,
I will say I'm kind of glad that they ended it with something that like I didn't care about, being Fire Emblem.
I disagree.
Like,
I was
don't-
about to talk
Okay.
about Fire Emblem. No, actually, no. So at first I was seeing like the footage of like the Coliseum. I thought, oh, would they any on like Sid Meier's Civilization or something? But
I heard somebody say they thought it was Kid Icarus at one point because of the
I
Coliseum.
thought so
like,
too, and I'm like, wait.
It would have
no.
been the most hilarious thing if like someone like, because I think back to like the reaction that like Luigi Kid had to Byleth and Smash, and he just thought it was Star Wars for a straight 20 seconds. I was hoping someone would have that sort of reaction again. No, I actually am particularly surprisingly interested in this Fire Emblem game.
It
And I
looks
say
cool.
surprisingly, because like I never really got invested into Fire Emblem in general. I played a little bit of Sacred Stones and a little bit of Awakening, but never got far in either of them. But this one, I think with like the Coliseum setting, it looks particularly interesting to me.
It definitely seems like they're going more that serious tone on like Engage, which apparently was more of like a goofy Saturday morning cartoon. Here's the thing I'm upset about though. I'm glad there's a new Fire Emblem. It makes sense they're due. No genealogy of the Holy War. That was
At
rumored
first I
for
thought that-
God knows how
at
long,
first
and I'm very
At
upset
first, I
about that.
thought this was a. At first, I thought this was a remake of that. I never played the
Yeah.
game. I don't know what it looks like because my mind went to Coliseum, Holy War. But no, it's a full new game entirely. That kind
Like,
of surprised me.
So like I don't understand that because like I feel like Echoes must have sold really good because that was like one of the best Fire Emblem games from what I've heard. Like I played it, that was awesome, but like we haven't had a remake since that. I think that's the only one we've gotten.
We did get a new farming simulator game though. That's always hype.
Of course.
Yay!
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Absolute cropama. Absolute cropama. But
Oh,
no,
we
like,
also got a Splatoon knockoff game.
Oh wait, no, there was no
yeah.
Splatoon Raiders.
That's enough. I was gonna say there's
Yeah,
no
I
there
was
was
That
I,
was crazy.
Yeah,
I was like that was very weird. I was like you know
That's
that was of all places they announced that in the Nintendo Today app, and they're not gonna update
So-
anything like that in the Nintendo Direct, which is weird.
That's a
Yeah.
summer 2026 game. That would make sense.
You think so? You
Yeah,
think so?
because
100%.
Splatoon's always summer. That makes
August.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like if there were any game I think could really get me into Fire Emblem, then Fortune's Weave might probably be the one, just because of like the concept. I like the story going on. I like the voice acting. Just any story where it's just like, oh, people are killing each other for sport and trying to find peace in order to put that to a stop is just really fascinating to me.
I need to get into like Fire Emblem and Pokemon. I want to get more into really bad. It's just like I'm not great at strategy games. I'm more of an action gamer, so it's like really
Mhm.
difficult to like
Yeah.
do that. You know, I
Same.
loved Echoes, but like it was kind of a learning curve, and like I know Three Houses is supposed to be really good and engaged too, but like
Yeah,
you
they're gonna
know,
put the
that's a
new
tricky
Fire Emblem
thing.
character in Smash when they do a new
Yeah,
Smash.
from what it
again.
looks like, this seems to
Yeah.
take place in the same timeline as Three Houses. It's just they do like a time skip because they have that character. I don't remember the name.
Tiki.
The
Tiki's like
green
old. She's like
the
an
green hair.
adult. Like yeah,
Yeah,
Tiki.
yeah. So
That's
it's gonna be
nuts.
interesting to see how that ties into everything too.
The thing,
Glad
yeah,
that we're
I
not
just
getting. I'm glad that we're not getting like stuff like Smash yet and things that overshadow.
Me
Smash
too.
would
that would have been
not.
too much for this. Too
Smash
much.
would
It's
make
way too early.
Smash would be like way too soon, especially if you
2029.
want to bring Sakurai back into it.
Yeah, it'll
If
be
he
at least
even
2 years.
if he even comes back to direct this,
I
one.
could see them teasing it maybe like holiday of next year in a direct, like September, but it's too early.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
I've been so I
Um,
will say. Sorry, I was just gonna say. From what I've heard, I'm pretty sure that Sakurai's next game will be Smash, and it won't be out for at least another like 3-4 years. But we'll have to wait and see about that.
I can only imagine the mental turmoil that's going to be at his age.
I don't think
with
so.
Well, that's what I was gonna.
Get-
That's what
we'll
I was
just
gonna
get
say.
an ultimate update for now.
I was gonna say I'm really 50-50 on whether he comes back to develop the next Smash game. Like I know he's pouring right now. He's pouring his heart and soul into Kirby Air Riders, but like and for him to go immediately from that into making the next Super Smash Brothers,
I
I
don't
just
care
feel like
what he makes as long as I get to watch him in front of a screen do a direct presentation.
Me
It could
too,
be
yeah.
it could be a franchise I don't give a crap about, and Sakurai always makes me enjoy what I'm watching. Like I don't get
Yeah.
it.
His YouTube channel on game design was one of the greatest gifts we've ever gotten in gaming.
It was so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I didn't watch all of it, but like from what I did see,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like amazing.
It's wonderful. Very informative watches. Like very basic stuff, but very essential to know.
I feel like for like
Yeah.
game design, like I feel like I should have used it more because like I taught game design over the summer, and like I wish I like emphasized that more. Be like, hey, if you want to learn this stuff, go to this channel. Like it's very useful.
I'm
for
glad that they're gonna wait at least a few years for Smash though, because I feel like you guys said before, the Switch One, when Smash gets announced, from then on
It's
the
gonna- it-
directs,
it's-
it's gonna overshadow everything at the end because
Yeah.
everyone's gonna expect Smash at the end of every single direct they make. So I'm kind of glad because that means that for the next 2 to 3-ish years, we're gonna get stuff before that to be able to be hyped for
Right.
in the
Yeah.
endings of directs instead of Smash and then Smash and then Smash DLC. and
Yeah.
yada yada
So
at the end of every direct, which is always hype. I love the
Oh, yeah.
surprises. It's
Mhm.
hype, but having other
Yeah.
things to shine for now is great. Because like for instance,
absolutely.
within the next let me think. We're in 2025, 2026. Imagine if by the end of next year we got just a teaser for the next 3D Zelda. It'll have been 3 years since Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah,
Imagine
I
if by
think
the end of next year we got our first
I
teaser.
think well, here's the thing. I think next year is also Zelda's 40th anniversary, so I
Yeah.
think we're
Oh,
definitely
shoot.
going to see. Yeah, I think we're going to see Zelda next year. I think we're going to see a teaser for the next game. I think we're going to get our first teaser of the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. The movie.
And so, and then I would not be surprised because when 2027 rolls around, it will have been 4 years since Tears of the Kingdom. So I don't think we'll be playing the next 3D Zelda in 2027. I think there might be a slight possibility of maybe we are because they might want to release the game alongside the movie. I don't know. But regardless, I think 2020 towards the middle to end of 2026 is when they're going to start pushing Zelda again, and that's an exciting time.
That's what I figure.
So yeah, I don't want to go. Whatchamacallit, I do want to be mindful of the time because it is getting late for the East
It
Coast
is,
folks
okay.
like me. And I don't know about you, Josh, but like me and D-Man, it's like 1 right now. Is
That's
there
fair.
any other rapid fire stuff we want to talk about from the direct that we haven't mentioned yet?
Let me scroll through because most
We
of the
talked
stuff,
about most of it.
lots of small indie third party stuff. There was Dragon Quest VII.
Okay,
that's pretty
I'm
cool.
very upset about that. Like, not to be negative Nancy, but it's like I love Square Enix. I really want to play more RPGs. Why in the hell was Chrono Trigger not there? this is the year to like that
Yeah.
Toriyama passed away, and granted they probably were making this before then, but like he passed, and if you're gonna honor his legacy, granted I know Dragon Quest is probably more of his child, but like I think the right thing to do would be a proper 3D Chrono Trigger remake, not HD 2D crown,
Yeah.
a nice ground up,
I want it.
beautiful Super
still
Mario
haven't played
RPG style game, and they friggin' did Dragon Quest 7 again. Square Enix
James is
is
right.
stupid.
James said they can announce Chrono Trigger on its own. It's big enough.
Like,
Eh,
I
Okay.
mean,
yeah.
I'm happy to see these games on Switch, but like some of the choices like developers make of like what to port and make doesn't make sense. Like, is 7 like one of the most popular? I know 8 is supposedly,
idea.
but like
I would have thought you'd pick 8 before 7, honestly.
yeah, exactly. That's like more expensive, I think, on the 3DS. But anyway,
Yep.
anything else?
I guess the
some-
biggest.
some other- Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the biggest thing that I'm just excited for is Nintendo revealing that basically from now to the holidays is just their rapid fire release
Non-stop,
schedule.
yep.
Yeah, say it one
that's
more
fantastic.
time because James wasn't here to see.
All right,
the
all right, yeah,
releases
yeah.
here.
All right, here we go.
insane,
So starting on, so literally 2 weeks from now, Hades 2 drops on September 25th. A
Yep.
week later, Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 drop. 2 weeks after that is Pokemon Legends ZA. And 2 weeks after that is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. 2 weeks after that is Kirby Air Riders. And then 2 weeks after that is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Actually, I know one thing I should do.
Insanity.
So real quick,
Insane.
not to interject, but I'm just gonna, for anyone who's curious, I know Dennis Demon and Nintendo Memories weren't here yet the other day. I'm gonna pull up my bingo real quick, and I just want to see what I got right and wrong, just to show how crazy of a direct it was.
Well, while you're pulling that up, I might as well just quickly mention the last few, some small games that were interesting to me. Power
Wait.
Wash Simulator 2.
James says
Uh,
Prime 4, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and Jujutsu Kaisen all within a day.
Are you serious?
What?
Oh my
What?
god!
All on the same day?
Yeah,
Guys,
FNAF 2 is
invest in some
December
stocks,
5th.
invest in some
Yeah.
stocks.
Dang.
And Jujutsu Kaisen
Dang.
movie?
Gamers' wallets are gonna cry.
Dude, mine's
And
already
anime
cried since
fans.
PAX.
What
I
the
swear to
heck,
God, I
bro?
bought
What the
God knows how
heck?
many games this year. I don't want to talk
What the
about it.
heck,
Dang.
dude?
Anyway.
Okay,
Bro.
yeah, but yeah, like as I was saying, like before you get to your last stuff, so yeah, some small games that interested me. Power Wash Simulator 2. I missed out on the first one, but these games look like so freaking relaxing to me. Suika Game Planet.
That looks cool.
I know Suika Game was like a big thing back in the day. I'm surprised they're making this its own game instead of just adding it to the regular thing. Lego Voyagers looks neat. Little Nightmares 3, I'm surprised is a thing. And then like, oh yeah, there was also not interesting to me particularly, but I know there's a sort of big thing, like the remake of Fatal Frame 2.
Oh, that's gonna be gas. I need to play the other one so bad. I need to play a scary game
I've heard
next
a lot
month.
of good things about those games.
Yeah. Okay, so really quickly, we can go back to the other stuff later because I know it's getting late. Just to show how stacked of a direct this was, a lot of it was like just like predictions and like crazy things.
Yeah, there
we
was
tried
a
to
lot
keep
of
it
stuff that
modest.
we expected, but it was
Yeah.
things that we needed.
So let's see. So if you can't see it, it's more Switch 2 editions. Check. Red Dead Redemption 2. Nope. Galaxy 2 HD. Check. Ratchet and Clank Splatoon Raiders. Nope. Mario.
There wasn't a whole lot of third party in there this time.
Nope.
There wasn't much.
Mario 40th
Surprise.
Anniversary, check. Hyrule Warriors release date, check. Prime 4 gets a damn date, check. NSO, holy shit, I got a bingo! Yo! Oh my god, so it's Mario 40th Anniversary, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment date, Prime 4 date, NSO, and Virtual Boy 30th Anniversary. Bingo. Nice.
Wow.
Nuts.
And you killed like 2 for 1 with the NSO and the Virtual Boy.
Yep. Sega Atlas, nope. Mario Kart DLC, nope. Yoshi's Woolly Complete Edition, nope. No Fire Emblem, no Gravity Rush, no Prime Hunters, FF7 and Hades 2 dates, I'll count that. No Marvel Rivals or Rhythm of Heaven, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. Yep. Luigi's Mansion 4 and Golden Sun, Hi-Fi Rush, Dust Bloods. So basically the bottom row, and Professor Layton New World scene.
I love how you've got basically almost nothing on the bottom half, and then just a perfect row on like the second to the top.
Yeah, it's so funny. Wow. Is there a way to draw in OBS? There has to be.
No
I
idea.
don't think there is. No.
Damn. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick. But no, it's like obviously did the 9 to whatever. Nice. Like I could have like tried to make an excuse. Like no, I'm gonna be an adult. Suit up. Wait. Be patient.
James said Persona 3 is Atlas.
Oh yeah. Well, we knew that. Like I was talking about new stuff.
And there is a demo for a 3 Reload on the Switch
So-
2 now.
Is it? I kind of want to make a video just for filler. Be like, hey, here's gameplay footage of the first 30 minutes of the demo on Switch 2. But I don't know. That's
Well,
probably not my
I
style.
saw a video from GVG earlier today. They tested out the demo for like frame rate, resolution stuff. It's
30
a step-
FPS.
yeah, it's a step above PS4. It's a little bit clearer. Load times are a bit better. But definitely nowhere near like PS5.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as a collector, I should be getting game key cards because I feel like they are gonna get rare because no one likes them. But at the same time, you don't own them, so it's like, is it worth
Yeah.
getting? That I don't
You're-
know.
You're
That-
a strong man. Don't send the signal to Nintendo that this
So
is a
I-
The
I've been-
only
I've been-
reason that I kind of want the FF7 remake one is because like the art on the back, like the flippable art looks
That looks
incredible.
sick. Okay, that makes sense.
And
for a
and
game
it
key
gives you a card pack inside too, which is like, wow, they give you something? Who would have
That-
thought? They
And
never
for 40
do
bucks,
that anymore.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Is the physical 40?
I think. There's no way it's 40.
I mean, it is a game key card, and you get a booster pack in there. I like the reversible art. I feel like that's not
40 bucks physical.
What?
Wait,
I'll
that
get
can't be
it.
right. That can't be right.
What?
It has to be. Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
I like the art on it. I like the reversible artwork on it. You also get all the bonuses from the deluxe editions. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get the physical, even though it's a game key card. That'll be like the only game key card I'll probably get.
I'm standing ground. You will not see a game
the-
key card appear in my hands
It's
the
unless it's
FF7
like
again in me.
Already have two.
unless it's like a big bargain bin thing where like the publisher doesn't get the money and I just want to play the game once. And
If
it's
I
over.
wasn't such a Final Fantasy VII idiot, then I probably would. If they did the same thing with Kingdom Hearts and they had reversible art and had bonuses and this and that with it, I'd probably do the same frickin'
See,
thing.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna make a whole ass video about game key cards eventually. I'm already storyboarding a script for like me fighting a game key card. It's gonna be funny. But like for me, it's like I'm not so much fully like Bo, who is like, I love Botox games. Like, I'm not gonna buy every game key card I want because I would rather get 200 physical Switch games first. Sorry, I'd rather get more Switch 1 games physically on the cartridge than get game key cards.
Speaking of, I'm
Yeah,
even
that's
thinking
what I'm
of
gonna be
just
doing with
getting.
Pac-Man World 2.
I'm thinking of just getting the Switch 1 editions of Pokemon and Prime 4 and just getting the upgrade because the words on the physical copy look like crap.
I kind of want to
hate
build
that.
the Switch
I
2
hate that.
collection because they are special.
I
That's
do
the
too.
thing.
That's the
I mean,
thing. But
I
like the
imagine if
stupid,
you
the
get the
stupid
Switch
words on
2
the front, man. Josh,
mean,
what do you think?
What's that?
What like physical copy wise? What are you gonna get like with Prime 4 specifically? Switch 1 or Switch 2?
So-
Because them words on there is dumb. Oh,
So
wait, you
this
can
is the
digitally
I'm
first.
I'm going back and forth on whether or not I even want to get it physically because if you preload it, you can play it at midnight or an hour before midnight. It opens at 11 p.m. for me because it's Central Time, so I'm able to. I would be able to like play it like on the dime when it releases, and
If
that's gonna
I
be
were
what I
you-
want to do.
If
I-
I,
so-
yeah, that's true.
I'm a man of patience. Like I wait to get all my games physically when I can.
Yeah, I try
I-
to too.
I'm
Yeah.
Look, I tend to be a patient person. I'm out of patience with Metroid. I'm ready to
Yeah.
play the darn game.
I mean, you've been waiting for this for 8 years. I've been waiting for Kirby Air Riders for like what, a few months.
20?
Hades 2. Oh, that's a hard thing. I didn't expect it to come out
My-
in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
My sister as soon as that direct ended, grabbed her Switch and pre-ordered that Joker. She
So
ran to get her Switch too.
that's the problem with me. Is just like I want to wait. Like I'd rather spend the money once physically, and I don't know how my backlog's
Yeah.
gonna be because like next day is Pac-Man. So like maybe I will just like wait for the physical because I'm gonna get Pac-Man the next day. You know what I mean? So that's hard, but.
Personally, I'm probably just going to be getting the Switch 1 edition of Prime 4 just because I'd rather be paying $60 than 80, and the Switch 1 version still looks like
No,
it
I think
runs
it's
perfectly
70. I'm
fine.
pretty sure.
It's 70. It's
It's
70. It's
70.
not 80. It's 70.
It's not
Is
80.
it? Let me double check
Yeah.
this.
Only Mario Kart was 80. Everything else is 70.
Yeah.
Star
no,
Cross
I
World
thought you-
physically is
No,
80.
no, because like, let me pull
Switch
up.
2
no, the
version
Switch
is 70. The Switch 1 version 60, and there's a $10 upgrade for the Switch 2 edition.
Oh,
Same with Legends
Yeah.
EA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
Pokemon's
some reason I thought Metro Prime 4's upgrade pack was 20. Okay,
No.
They wouldn't do that.
It's only 10.
I must be
Christ
thinking of
Lord.
Pokemon then.
Yeah.
No,
so,
Pokemon's only $10 upgrade.
I'm trying to think of what
Pokemon's
else. Any last minute things? I feel like I'm missing one other thing to talk about with the direct.
Not that
Oh,
I'm
can we
aware
just
of.
say like it's cool that Koizumi was the presenter this time? That was nice.
Yes, I was really cool to see him. It was really good. It was really good to see Shigeru Miyamoto. Like it was
Yep.
really nice to see him. Like
Yeah.
you rarely get to see him these days, because
We did talk
he's
about
he's
Ring
ready.
Knights.
He's wrapped up in all the theme park stuff and all the the stuff with movies. The only thing that I would say that I kind of hated about this direct is that we didn't get to see a preview of 3D Mario. Although the reason why I think that is because they focused up until spring of next year, and I think 3D Mario is the holiday game for next year.
We just got Donkey Kong Bonanza
We just
by
got
the Odyssey
Bonanza.
team. You can be
That's true.
patient. All right.
That's right. That's true.
It's gonna
It's
be
true,
a
but
minute.
like you go Mario 40th anniversary and you don't tease the next big 3D Mario game,
Well,
which
so
hasn't
They didn't
that's
use
that.
any sort of like new games for like the 35th anniversary.
No,
Granted,
but-
I know we were in the middle of a pandemic, but regardless.
But they said they said very bluntly the Mario movie is the main thing for the anniversary, which is
Right.
weird, but I guess it makes sense. Because
Yeah.
it's
But overall, this direct had everything I wanted in it. I went in with I went in wanting to know the Metroid Prime 4 release date, and I got that plus so much more. And so
These two.
this direct was an A+ for me because I'm just excited that the fact that the next Mario movie is based off of my favorite Mario game of all time. Hyrule Warriors is looking smoother and better than ever, and Metroid Prime 4 is finally dated, and we can finally start counting down to release. And the fact that the upcoming release schedule is literally back to back to back to back to back, it's a great time to be a Nintendo fan. A+ in my book.
so
Again, I'm not gonna be towing the company line on this one. Yeah, I thought the direct was I thought it was good. What we saw there was good. For me, a lot of it was just ruined for me because of like the company greed going on right now. I can't really be too excited about, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 coming back permanently when they're like charging for a price that I feel is really ridiculous for it. I can't be too
Yeah.
excited about Virtual Boy stuff coming back
That's fair.
when they want you to like pay like a huge amount of money to like get the authentic experience from it.
I feel like
And then like,
yeah, that's true.
pay DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza that feels like it's mostly just retreading ground that Odyssey did.
The nice
like-
thing is
Yeah,
like
Uh-huh.
oh sorry.
this is my last thing. This is my last
End
little
it.
nit. This is
Go
the
ahead.
last little nitpick that
Yeah,
I have. I have nothing really. This is the only other thing that I really have. I
Yeah.
mean, I know they were talking about Virtual Boy, and I know I was being kind of funny earlier, but I kind of wish that they had expanded a little bit on their future lineup for the GameCube
Yeah,
NSO
yeah,
library.
I agree.
I was really hoping we'd see more of that, and we didn't. But
I
that's
think
probably.
I think they're just waiting to go through all the other games they've already announced before they really.
You're
do
probably
that.
and that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking too. But
Yeah, like
that's just
we'll
mine.
probably see. I don't know, maybe Pokemon Coliseum this month.
Next
like
year.
Luigi's
No, next
Mansion
year.
The next.
ZA is too close. They want to keep promotion on that right now. Coliseum and XD will be next year during the 30th anniversary of Pokemon.
Well, what were the other
You're probably
games that
right.
left to show?
Yeah,
Like
both of those
Super
will be
Mario
next year.
Sunshine. I know
Yeah,
they still
I
have
thought-
to do. Oh
Fire
yeah,
I
Emblem
thought
Path of
Sunshine.
Radiance.
Fire Emblem
I thought
Path of Radiance
Sunshine.
they could do.
I thought Sunshine was gonna be after this direct. I thought it was gonna be Shadow Drop today on NSO. I really thought it was
Hmm.
because because of
Uh,
Mario's 40th anniversary. But
Right, but
but
yeah.
that's really
Yeah, I guess
eh,
Fire and Path of Radiance could fit in because Fortune's Weave doesn't come out till next year.
yeah. But no, I will say
any
like
nitpicks. I was gonna
um
say any nitpicks from you guys.
I
Uh,
think yeah, I feel like some of the like announcements were weird. I feel like most of the nitpicks I said I already mentioned got out of the way, but like yeah, no, I was same thing with you, Josh. It was like, okay, when is Hades 2 coming out? When's Prime 4 coming out? And what are they doing for Mario's 40th? They got all that and more. Galaxy 2 finally is real. I almost
mhm,
cried. So
mhm.
I'm just
Like,
yeah, I just gotta catch up my backlog, finally beat
yeah,
Hades for the first time, and actually get through my backlog, and so I can jump
yeah.
in and catch up.
As for me, like, I already know, like, the stuff that I know I'm gonna buy, I know I'm gonna not. Kirby Air Riders, I'm definitely getting 100%. Metroid Prime 4, like, I'm definitely getting. I'm happy to see Mario Galaxy 1 and especially 2 back, but that's something I'm gonna just get secondhand because I do not want to give Nintendo the money for, like, the price hike. And then, like, Pokemon Legends ZA, that's sort of a lost cause for me. Age of Imprisonment, I am clearly not the target demographic for that. So that's sort of like a lot of my holiday stuff. Kirby Air Riders, Metro Prime 4, and then probably some extra indie games in between for me. Uh, like
Yeah.
like Ball X Pit was shown in the last Indie World. That game
Mm,
looks great. I played that.
nice.
I played that demo on
Wait,
Steam.
just wait
It
for
looks
them
great.
random GameStop buy one get two or buy one get one or buy two get one free kind of deal in December. You know they always do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
maybe. But
what
yeah,
about you, D-Man?
yeah, I was about to say, like, I mean, you're streaming this. I don't think you've had your say yet.
Yeah, I was letting everybody else have the floor. I mean, oh yeah, no, it's great. I'm gonna be getting all these games, all of them, literally. I'm gonna be going straight from let's see, yeah, straight from Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 to Pokemon Legends ZA to Hyrule Warriors to Kirby Air Riders to Prime 4. So that's just gonna be the next few months worth of gaming outside of trips, outside of whatever else is going on with life, dude. Comic
Yeah.
Con, you name it. It's gonna be
Nintendo
crazy.
World.
I got plenty to keep me busy the next few months, and that makes me really happy once these games start coming out. Because when I'm bored on a weekend, when I don't got plans on a weekend, I can just play these new games on my Switch too, and leave it at that instead of going out and trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life.
It's good
Um.
that I took.
So yeah,
Sorry to cut you off a little bit. Yeah,
you're
but like
good.
the last thing from PAX, I'm kind of glad I took a not detox, but like I kind of slowed down gaming. I mainly just played Tetris Forever, watched the videos, and just played a little bit of Starcross World. But now that the direct happened, now that I've beaten Tetris Forever, I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna try to make a better effort. Hopefully this weekend, um, like not stress about the YouTube side, but do like catch up with a lot of these games and like find content to match that. So but I posted links to everyone's channels in my stream chat. Check out like all my good friends. Thank you so much for being
Hang
part of
on.
the discussion. Thank
Wait,
you to everyone.
Josh.
Go ahead.
Wait, is Josh doing a thing in December? Maybe. James is in the chat.
Huh?
Uh, I guess I'll go ahead and say a little bit.
Unless you
Not
don't want to.
it's not. I'll go ahead and talk about it. It's not set in stone, but it's very, 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 very likely I will be heading to the Game Awards in December. So I
Nice.
am
Okay.
looking very. So I am
Yeah,
very
buddy.
excited for that.
Yeah, buddy, James, you know
So
we gotta go.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I
you
I
guys
I
have
can't.
fun with yeah, you guys have fun with all your new game releases. I'm just gonna be sticking with like Gradius Origins. Thank you very much.
Okay. Nice.
This will likely
Interesting.
be the last thing I ever get from Limited Run because I cannot trust that company anymore.
Yeah. I
you mark my words. though. Two last remarks I have. One, the Game Awards is going to be a battle of the indie games. I really do believe it. That's going to be
yeah.
I think it's going to be Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silk Song battling it out for Game of the Year. I really do.
I didn't even think Silk Song. Yeah, that's another.
Oh,
big
Hades.
one.
so-
Yeah, I didn't think about Hades too, since that's in the window of being able to be Game of the Year.
Yeah,
So that would not
too.
that would knock out that would straight up knock out Ghost of Yotai if that were to be nominated. Because
and
you know
so-
the other games that are going to be nominated are DK Bonanza, that'd be number 4. What else? What other 2
Expedition.
were there? No, that's one of the 3 he said.
Ah.
So you got Expedition, you got Silk Song, you got Hades 2, you got, what did I just say? Donkey Kong.
Silk Song,
Donkey Kong is-
Expedition, Hades 2, Bonanza.
Death,
and the
Strand,
two more.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding 2.
Stranding 2,
Yep,
yep,
it's gonna be
and-
nominated. We know it.
Yeah.
One more. I was gonna no.
Ghost of
There was
Yotei?
something. No.
I
not
was
Ghost
gonna
of
I
Yotei,
was
there
gonna say
Oh,
if
Split Fiction.
oh.
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction. 6.
Yeah. So maybe
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotai won't get nominated if Hades 2 gets nominated.
I want to
But
go,
But I don't know.
it's
I just
like-
don't see that not happening. I
The
don't
problem
see
is,
that not
is
happening.
like I feel like I did too much already. Cause like I mean I love going to New York. That was a lot of fun. But like, it's like
You're already spending money on Florida to go to World of Nintendo and
Yeah. Oh damn. But
your wallet is
excuse me.
crying.
No,
Yeah.
I know
I'd
mine is too.
rather.
So and then and then I guess the last final remark I have is that I think Nintendo is going to crush this holiday season. I really do. They're because by the end of this year there's going to be so much to get. Like if you don't want to spend $80 on Mario Kart World, that's fine. There's going to be so much more to choose
Yeah.
from.
Well, if you don't want
now.
to spend $80 on it, just get the bundle. So it don't even matter.
Yeah,
unless the
that
bundle's
as
not
well.
available,
And
then yeah.
funny enough,
Yeah.
they are releasing a Switch 2 bundle with the Switch 2 version of Pokemon Legends ZA.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing that
so,
too.
like,
Yeah.
So like if you're a Pokemon fan, get a Switch 2 and play ZA. If you're a Kirby fan, get a Switch 2 and play Kirby Air Riders and Starcross World if you want to.
Definitely.
And
I'm now, if it wasn't for Air Riders, I would not have a Switch 2 right now.
Yeah. So if you're and now if you're a Metroid fan and you're wanting to get into the series on the holiday season, get a Switch 2 and play Metroid Prime 4.
Definitely.
It's gonna be crazy that for some people, Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be their very first Switch 2 game, which is
That's
what a
crazy.
great way to start. What a great way to
Josh,
start.
For me, it was Fast Fusion. Buy Fast Fusion with money. It's $15. It's
yes,
the best racing
so
game of your
good.
life.
It's good.
I played the last one.
All
It's
right,
kinda
but
cool.
thank
As
you
it was
everyone
fun.
for the awesome stream. I loved it. I really
thank you
like
on my end,
people.
too.
I will also thank you for the being part of yours, Demon. All the channel links in the
Yeah.
description. I want to start
Thank y'all
doing a
both.
weekly podcast. So yeah,
That'd be
I can
fun.
try to figure that out. But
And
anyway,
not at midnight. I'm sorry. I went to see Demon Slayer.
dude, I had friggin' like 6 viewers at one point. 5 viewers
Oh, I
at
did
1
too.
a.m. So,
I did as well.
Ain't you
Pretty
special?
wild.
but yeah,
Ain't you special?
but yeah.
Yeah,
anyways,
but yeah, like I'm glad you guys definitely seem to be more optimistic about the Switch 2 compared to me. I'm just riding the wave to like just see what the
See what
heck
happens.
happens at this
right.
point.
But yeah, anyways,
That's fair.
take care of yourselves and remember, your life is your own.